Hey everybody, welcome back to Carnelian Spirituality and Tarot. This is Mandy and today's reading is for 2022. My mantra for the year personally is just living my life to the fullest. I'm just so excited to be courageous and brave and live life fully, richly, boldly. I just want to live. I'm just ready to step out into the world and enjoy my life from top to bottom. And so today's message is, it's not going to be bungee jumping every day adventure, woo! But, the messages that come out, I'm not going to speak timidly. If anybody just kind of wants to sleep through next year and like hope that someone saves them, this is not your reading, okay? I'm not speaking to that today. I'm speaking to the mad ones. I've got this magnet, excuse me, on my fridge, Jack Kerouac. The only people for me are the mad ones, the ones who are mad to live, mad to talk, mad to be saved, desirous of everything at the same time, the ones who never yawn or say a commonplace thing, but burn, burn, burn like fabulous yellow Roman candles exploding like spiders across the stars. So while he uses the word spiders, I just love this. It's very like passionate, fiery, bold, creative. It's just interesting and exciting and isn't about watching life pass us by. It's about grabbing life by the balls and just signing up for a wild ride and holding on, with everything that we've got, enjoying the ride of our lives. So that is my personal mantra for the year, not grabbing life by the balls. Oh, that's a great one. Living life to the fullest. So today's reading is going to be a lot of messages that just need to come out. And you guys, here's the thing. 2022 has such amazing, beautiful blessings for us if we show up courageously and bravely and say no to whatever, was in the past that just sucked. And yes to everything that we've ever wanted to be about ourselves. So get ready because today's reading is going to be interesting. It's going to be honest, and you may be drawn to more than one pile. In just a moment, I'm going to go to the photo where you can pick your crystals or your piles. And but if you do feel more drawn to more than one, feel free to watch more than one. This is you're allowed to do that. In case you didn't know. A couple quick things. This is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everybody. So take what is for you and leave the rest. Also, I am offering personal readings. You can look for that in the description box below. And I am on Carnelian Spirituality and Tarot over on Instagram, where I do daily readings. I'm taking time off until the start of the year, but I'm going to rev back up. Really excited. I've been missing doing those. So yeah, come join me over there. And if you like this video, if it resonates for you, please like it, please share it and subscribe. I'm just so grateful for the little community that we've created here, and I'm excited to continue to do this, and it's such an honor and a blessing. And yeah, thank you for being here. So I think I ticked all the boxes. Let's get into 2022. Do it. Hi, my pile ones. If you chose this Hiddenite, this pretty green stone, this is your reading for 2022. If you guys missed the intro, this is all about living our lives to the fullest this year. 2022 has so many blessings to give us, but it requires something of us, and it requires courage, bravery, beautiful surrendering of an old way of doing things and stepping into the person that we've always wanted to be. So this reading today is not for the faint of heart. This is all about how we can live our lives fully, richly, beautifully, to the best of our ability in 2022. So you guys pick this pile. But first, let's talk about Hiddenite real quick. So this is a green stone, which represents the heart chakra. Okay, so let's see what this says here. If you tap into the stone's frequency and feel the buzz, you must have a big heart. Use it. So definitely heart chakra, big hearted pile, living your life with heart, living your life to the fullest. I love all of that. When to use it, when you find yourself stuck in the past or too focused on the future. So it's a stone about the present. Hiddenite is down to make the most of every moment. If you're in a rut, call in Hiddenite to help you love your way out of it. Claim your happy place. So there's something about the present moment, and there's something about being loving in the present moment as well. So we'll see how that comes out in the rest of your reading. But I definitely, like, I pulled these cards today to find out what crystals to use. So that should be significant in some way. And so the postcard that you picked, we had like the pile underneath it. Dearest you, we know everything in the universe is perfect, even in its flaws, and we view the creations of spirit in total awe. Yeah, like think about a waterfall. Waterfalls are a total mess. They just spill. They're just like, bleh. But they're beautiful and gorgeous to us, and in the light, and just gorgeous. All is unique, yet part of a unity of existence. But the human experience is a little different from ours. You have a tendency to have a specific standard for what you consider ideal, and this isn't serving you right now. So forget your idea of perfection and see through our eyes, allowing things to be as they are without judgment. Don't wait until a perfect moment or mood to start something. Instead, enter life with all its flossomness. Flossomness. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Let others be who they are too, imperfect and human, complex or simple. It doesn't matter, for there is always something to discover, experience, and love. When you drop the need for an ideal, you uncover the real treasure, which will be far more interesting and valuable. Loving you like crazy, the universe. Okay, you guys, so there's like a few different things here, you big-hearted pile. Okay, I love it. So there's something about our perfectionism, for sure. Okay, having these ideals, these standards, these things we need to accomplish, the ways that we need to act and be, and, being perfect before we ever begin. There's also this idea of not letting, like, I want to say, like, as a mother, oftentimes I'll put things aside. I'll put my own self-care aside, or I'll put my business aside, or I'll put, the things that I want to do, create, work on, projects aside because I'm tired, or I've got stuff to do for other people, or mostly because I'm tired. And Spirit's saying, like, you can't wait for the perfect moment to begin. Okay, so if we want to live our lives in 2022 to the fullest, to the absolute fullest, we need to start to be the people we want to be now, to, regardless of how we feel, to begin to work, to begin to create, so that we can become those people, and that we're not just living an existence of tired and being drained, especially if this is a group of creative people. If we don't create, we get drained. If we don't do what we're passionate about, it's even more soul sucking. It just takes the life force right out of us. So absolutely, the show Maid is sticking out to me, where, she's living her life on her own and she's thriving, and then she ends up going back to the guy, and she just wants to sink into the couch because she just feels stuck and in prison. And it's just this sense of, we die inside when we're not living passionately. So let go of the perfectionism in ourselves and in others. There's something about allowing people grace, seeing ourselves with grace. We are a mirror for people. So if we can be that for ourselves, we will be that for others, because there's a lot of value here. Really interested to see what else comes out for you guys. Okay, so let's get into your pile. I already shuffled these oracles just because I used like 50 million decks. And I kind of know what the cards mean, but I might have to go to the books on occasion if I'm not sure of the card. So the first card coming out is Courage. I love this card. Oh my God. I love this for you guys. All heart, courage, lion, like you have the heart of a lion, you guys. Live your life to the fullest. There's something about an inner roar here. There's something about being king of the jungle. There's something about knowing your divinity. So much power and strength in this card. This, is Leo energy. This reminds me of the Strength card. Courage. I mean, we were just talking about that in the intro, that, to be this new person is going to take so much courage. And that's what is being required of you in 2022. You want to live your life to the fullest, have courage, because the more you step out in faith, the more you allow that bravery yourself to shine, it's just going to be incredible. Wow. Then we have Mercury here, and you're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness, face your true north. Oh, I love this card. I love this card so much. Oh my God. Okay. So pile ones, I am absolutely getting a sense you guys are supposed to shine. You guys are supposed to be in the limelight. You guys are supposed to, like, you're here for a purpose. I feel like I feel like you know that you're made for something different than most people. And with Mercury here, Mercury is about communication. Okay. For some of us, with this 2 plus 0 equals 2, reduces down in numerology to a 2. And 2 is all about partnerships. It is all about diplomacy, relationships, the duality of life. And I feel like you are being called to communicate from a very authentic place. Like, your authenticity is going to be what makes you. Like, embrace your weirdness. True story. I probably shouldn't share this because, well, there you go. Okay, so true story. My friend asked, said like, oh, can we just give each other love this Christmas because, we're both broke or whatever. And I was like, perfect. I love you so much. And then I had this idea. I'm like, it would be hilarious to do like a Christmas striptease for her. Like, completely goofy, like very Celeste Barber. And so I did this video. I thought it was so funny. And I wore a bunch of different clothes, and I, it was just ridiculous. And it wasn't like any kind of stripteasey anything. Really, it was me being goofy and an idiot. It landed like the Titanic. Like, my friend appreciated it, but anybody else that saw it, like, usually if I post a funny video, you'll have like 40 comments. Oh my gosh, you're so funny. You're so funny. Nothing, you guys. Which kind of makes me laugh. But it seriously, like, nobody thought it was funny. And I'm like, oh my God, if this video isn't funny, what the fuck is it? And it just, so it's either like a train wreck that people are embarrassed about, humiliate, like my family members, I think like their heads are in the sand, or it's like a train wreck you can't get away from, or it is like you can't not watch, but like it just makes you so uncomfortable, or it's got like 800, it's like over 500 views on YouTube now. And so if it's not funny, like, what is it and why are people watching it? So I don't know if people like really love Christmas. I don't know. Anyway, all that to say, sometimes when we put ourselves out there, it lands like a pile of shit. And that's okay. Okay, that's what courage is about. That's what like being okay in our own skin is about. You're not for everyone. Not everybody's going to understand. Did I crack myself up the entire time I did it? Absolutely. That's all that matters. So I'm not saying that you have to do that for you, but this is about embracing your weirdness and being okay. And there's really something here about naysayers and people in your life, whether that's family, whether that's people that you know, coworkers. If you sparkle and shine too much, if you are just a little bit off the beaten path, if you say something like, quote, movie lyrics, or, like whatever, song lyrics, and people just don't get you, that's okay. You're not for everyone. But the message I'm getting here is that you are supposed to sparkle and shine. Do not let the people in your life, the naysayers, the people that don't get you, don't let them have any say. For me, I'm a comedian, so I'm always putting myself out there. And I'm just kind of getting, why am I saying that? That the audience that is for you will know you. It's like people think comedians are really, really, really funny if they're famous. People that are trying to work in comedy, it's like our family, our friends, the people in our lives, our close groups, they will support us when we're famous. They will support us when we've gotten somewhere. And Spirit's like, in the meantime, your shine is going to make other people uncomfortable. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, did you see that video she posted? Oh my gosh, did you hear like that song they sang? Oh my gosh, and they're not going to understand it because you're going for something. You're trying for something. And that really makes people uncomfortable. It makes people so uncomfortable because they're more content to just sit on their couches and watch Netflix all day. And you know, whatever, vote for American Idol. So my point is, you guys have a purpose, and it is not to, I mean, look at this lion. He's got multicolored hair. You know, you are meant to sparkle and shine. You are not meant to dim your light. Like, you are made to be a gonzo. You are made to be a weirdo. And that is okay. Like, I also, with these snakes here, like, there's a sense of like, this is a pile that transforms or is transforming. And as we release old skin and shed old skin, I feel like people may not recognize the new you. It may make them uncomfortable. I know for my family, I don't want to make like huge generalizations about like what my family thinks, but you know, to go from being like super born again Christian, you know, 16-year-old, sweet, nice, you know, kind character, to be the person I am now, which is a wackadoodle, you know, making Christmas striptease videos, doing tarot readings on YouTube, like that's a shift not everybody can stomach. So, and that's okay, but it doesn't mean that we shouldn't embrace who we are. So in 2022, unapologetically living our life to the fullest, living exactly who we want to be, not letting anybody dim our shine, roaring like the lion that we are, having this inner resoluteness. God, I could just stop here. Inner resoluteness of knowing who we are and just going for it. Woo! Oh, pile ones. I'm excited for you. Wow, those just came out, even though I already pulled them. So these like are saying like, yeah, hop to it. So Four of Coins is all about stability, creating our own financial stability, being very balanced and grounded with our money. Fours represent balance, foundations, you know, building foundations for ourselves. And Eight of Coins is just like continuing to plug away, plug away. So there's something about financial security here for you. This new up leveling for you guys is you're building your own money, your own wealth for yourself. I feel like you're going to create a legacy for yourself. Eight of Coins is about continuing to master, continuing to work and build towards something, but being the master of your craft. So whatever you're doing, maybe you know, with these messages, it could be book writing, it could be public speaking, it could be uh, blog writing, some kind of communication like oration, speaking, messages. We want to make sure that we're doing it from a heartfelt place, but we are building financial stability here. We are building our own foundation. There's also something I feel like for a lot of us about being on our own 2 feet, about knowing that we can do this on our own, not having other people to depend on. So I feel like, you know, for some of you, maybe you've just gotten out of a relationship, maybe you're divorced, maybe you are beginning again. This is like I definitely like feel like a fresh like beginning for this pile. And I feel like for some of us, it's about like knowing our inner strength. Like with Lion, like they know their inner strength. They know that they're king of the jungle. And I feel like this is something you're having to learn to do on your own. So long story short, you might be learning, you might be in a time in your life where you are going through this alone. Okay. And that's okay. All right. Like that's how we're building that strength and resilience. What's next, Spirit? Let's do these ones. I guess. Oh, let's do these ones. Okay. Dragon cards. So let's see here. We've got Dusty Pink Dragon. Look at this card. That's ridiculous. This pink dragon. What a goober little dragon. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, sorry. Not the greatest artwork on these cards, but that just made me laugh. It made me very happy. So awesome. Okay, so we've got Dusty Pink Dragon from Andromeda. Prepares all your heart chakras to embody higher love. Accept and radiate higher love. Touch others with its flame. And White Gold Dragon from Lyra connects you to the highest Christ light. Develop your casual chakra. Bathe in 9th dimensional Christ light. So 9th dimension, I'm not fully like into all the dimensions, you guys. I know like the 3D is here and the 5D is like kind of like heavenly. I don't know what 9th dimensional is, but if it's Christ light, I have a feeling that, okay, so here's what I'm getting. Love, 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 love. As you speak these messages, as you live these messages, as you write these messages, as you sing these messages, whatever it is that you're doing, you are, I'm channeling. You are channeling. Okay. You are channeling from divine source energy out into the world. You are asked to be a channel. And this is a huge responsibility. This is a huge responsibility because like what you're being asked to do here is to embody higher love. So that means when you're out in the world, you don't get to like be snotty with the checkout clerk anymore if you're having a bad day. You don't get to flip somebody off when you're driving. It's like you have to embody this real love, and you have to do it not from a place of keeping yourself in line, but truly loving yourself first. Being full, I mean, this is a pink dragon, full of that pink rose quartz energy, loving themselves, singing their own songs so that they can, just radiate love into the rest of the world. And then Christ-like energy. I mean, Jesus. Damn, like to me, this is like number 33 master number. This is like visionary. This is, the number 33 is like a Christ-like number, leaders that inspire and heal others. Christ died at 33. So like that kind of goes in with that master number. Connects you to the highest Christ light. So, I mean, I'm not saying you guys are Jesus, but Christ had a purpose. Okay. He didn't care what other people thought of him. He was, had lots of fingers pointed at him up until his death. So I feel like, I don't feel like you're called to die here. Not saying that you're God. I'm just saying, well, we're all God. But my point is, in these messages, I feel like you have a true higher calling. I feel like embracing this love for yourself, embracing this Christ light, this white gold energy, this purification. I mean, the beautiful aspects of Christ, were phenomenal. We're gorgeous. I mean, Christianity triggers the hell out of me because that's what I came from, and I really work at, being divine love toward that. But there's something here about being a selfless leader, being a pure love leader, not letting anybody affect you. Like I'm kind of getting like Dalai Lama or like Buddha, or you guys have like a really strong, loving message purpose here. Okay, singing your own song. I mean, we've got some like music here. And then we also have this little grasshopper here. And grasshoppers are all about good luck and taking huge risks as well. So I feel like this is kind of divine energy for you guys, 2022. So the best way you can live your life to the fullest is to embrace this love in every aspect of your life. Wow. Wow, you guys have got some significant purpose. Holy crap. Next card out, Grandfather Sky. I don't know this one, so I'm going to read it. Okay, this is your time to reach for the sky. Expansive energy, vitality, health, healing, and passion. Definitely getting like healing energy here for sure, too, with this rose quartz and the Christ light. I mean, Christ healed like everybody. These qualities are expanding in your life. The sky's the limit. You are a healer and a channel for the life force of the universe. Yes, a healer and a channel. Wow. What a powerful fucking pile. Christ-like energy. Like, what? Who are you people, pile ones? Wow. Proud to know you. So honored you're here. Your ability to sense energy fields is increasing dramatically. Be prepared to soar to new heights. Native Spirit wants you to know when you receive the Grandfather Sky card, you're entering into an expansive cycle. Do not hold back and repress what you feel. Your body and spirit will become drained. Oh my gosh, you guys, we were just talking about that. Like expressing your creativity, not waiting till the perfect moment to begin because it drains us. Like we have to like continually be like speaking. Oftentimes when we don't speak, we shut down and we become quiet, and that is not what you're being called to do. 2022. Wow, this is a huge year for you. I love it. Oh my gosh. I'm like getting hyped up here. If you strive to meet everyone's expectations, but forget to honor your own needs, give and take, honor your own needs, your energy field becomes dull. If you allow your emotions and needs the freedom to be spontaneously expressed, waves of incredible energy will expand inside of you. Running on your own resources, it's easy to become drained. However, letting the divine light of the Creator flow through you easily replenishes your soul. So it's about being a channel. Like in Reiki, there has nothing to do with the person healing. Absolutely nothing. It's just asking divine source to like come through us and, from into our body and out through us into the other person. And that is what you're being asked to do through, your messages. Highly expansive energy. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful purpose, pile one. Holy crap. This is so exciting. Next card out, She Who Surprises, Breeze. Surprise, discovery, revelation. In 2022, I feel like the more that you step into this like pure love, this Christ-like energy, the more is going to be revealed to you. I feel like just by like showing up, like kind of being like open-handed to the universe and being like, here I am, make me this channel. I am here for your bidding. I feel like you're just going to have glimmers and revelations and discoveries, like all these little butterflies, like landing on your finger and just being like, this is magical. I can create anything with this. Like just really stepping into your magic and stepping into little nuggets of wisdom to pass along. Highly revelatory year for you. Two more goddess cards. We have Zume. I have no idea. Humor. I love that. And then we've got Kali, liberation. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. Oh, I just love this pile so much. Humor. Yes, like your own individuality, your own creativity, lightening up, not taking things so seriously, not being perfectionist, just having humor about things, loving life, living life to the fullest, having a good time, enjoying, sparkling, shining, having that balance. And so we're not like constantly, we're expressing ourselves so we feel good, so we can lighten up, so we can have a good time. Humor also breaks stagnation when we're talking to people. Humor is something that we can all relate to. We all love to laugh. So I feel like this is going to help in your communication. I feel like this is going to help you, like, remember to lighten up and not take yourself so seriously, not be so perfectionist. I mean, to say like step into your Christ-like energy is pretty fucking heavy. Kind of a big shoes to fill, a big responsibility. So like have some fun with it, okay? I'm sure Christ was a funny guy. You can't be a leader and not be a funny guy, in my personal opinion. Unless you're Hitler. But we're going on the love end of this spectrum here. So humor, use it, especially, and I feel like with this 5 here, 5 represents change, transformation, innovation, freedom, adventure. Like it's just such a fun number. But it can also be terrifying because not everybody likes change. But I feel like when things are kind of changing and going a little bit crazy in 2022, to live your life to the fullest, remember your humor through the ups and downs, through the ebbs and flows, through the big change. Like last night, for example, this is not a big example, but I made this lasagna. I spent like $5 million on the cheese, like just gorgeous lasagna. And I took it out of the fridge overnight, straight into the oven. My bad, don't do that. Let it come to room temperature first so that you don't break your dish. And it totally broke in the dish. So like we managed to like scrape out like the middle pieces of the lasagna, but the rest we had to get rid of because there's glass everywhere inside, And old me probably, would have thrown it against the wall and been like, this is the worst Christmas ever. And, whatever. And I was just like, you know what? We had just watched A Christmas Story. And I was like, it's going to be Chinese. That's what we're going to do. So you got to have a sense of humor, got to roll with the punches. Oh, and then we've got Cali. You might be from Cali. California girls. Okay. Liberation. For some, I'm getting a strong vibe of you have been liberated out of a situation. You are liberating yourself from old belief systems, old mindsets, old things that you believe about yourself, especially if this is a pile that's had perfectionist tendencies. I'm just going to make sure I'm still, yes, okay. That if you come from a perfectionist history, that you are being liberated from all these ideas and mindsets. You are learning to take action in your life. This is like freedom card, liberation. I actually want to read that one because she demands it. Look at those eyes. Like, read me. Okay, Kali, I will absolutely. Yes, ma'am. You got it. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I just can't. I just can't. Okay. You're being invited by the Hindu goddess of liberation and revolution. You guys, I can't even with this pile. I'm so fucking excited for you. Okay. Sorry, Jesus. Okay. You're being invited by the Hindu goddess of liberation and revolution, Kali, to address the aspects in your own shadow nature that have held you hostage to old ideas that no longer serve who you want to become. Liberation, bitches. You can no longer define yourself by your victim story and expect to succeed in your life. That's really interesting because I've been getting this a lot of like, hey, embrace how far you've come. Like, stop for, like you're never going to get there because you're human. Like, you're never going to be perfect. You're never going to be perfect. So along the way, like, remember how far you've come. Remember that you used to be like a 16-year-old Christian, like whatever. And I'm not knocking Christians, but a different version of yourselves. Like, you have grown through different versions of yourself. You're constantly transforming, more so than Taylor Swift, more so than Madonna combined. Okay. So you're liberating yourselves out of these old ideas. Celebrate you for all that you've done and accomplished. There is a beauty in liberation that is deep, fierce, and courageous. It rises up from the willingness to break the chains of the past in order to transform into something new. You may be afraid to set boundaries with others, but the goddess Kali has come to lend you her daggers. For you must cut ties with the familiar ideas about life that have determined your place in the world up until now. And I'm getting a strong sense for some of you, family, friends, relationships, things that no longer serve us, we are liberating ourselves from. Okay, that's not a fuck you to anybody. That is just, we are showing up in the world, real, authentic, ability to speak our truth. With this blue, I'm getting strong throat chakra vibes here. With this 8 here about authority, your leadership, manifestation, your abundance, your goals. This is power in this card. Have you been holding back on shining in the world because you're afraid of the reprisal or judgment of others? Exactly. This helps no one. You must step into life authentic and glowing. Refuse to allow the potential judgment of others to affect you. Every day, claim your power to liberate yourself from caring what others think. When you are asking for the wisdom to live and contribute, to do no harm, and to serve for the highest good of all, none of this matters, even if you must tear down what has been built. And that's what I was saying before. It's like, people aren't going to support you right now, but I guarantee you when you're a New York Times bookseller, they're going to be like, oh yeah, I knew all along. Like, bullshit. No, you didn't. You thought I was a friggin' weirdo. So yeah, you guys, this is about stepping into your own, not worrying about what other people think, and just embracing all that you are, especially when you're building for the highest good. You know that you have a purpose. This is a beautiful fucking pile. Kali will help you whenever you need to be courageous, even when you are most afraid. Be fierce and be loving. Be fierce and be loving and be willing to learn. Life will respond in miraculous ways. Woo! Pile 1. This pile rules the schools. Oh my gosh. I love this pile. You guys have got porpoise. Okay. The last 2 cards, and then we're going to get some guidance. I'm going to do like an angel card. But anyway, we have deep, quiet meditation and stillness. With this 11 here, that's a master number. This is a number of intuition, spiritual leaders. This is the number of psychic gifts. Divine inspiration, deep, quiet meditation and stillness. So I feel like when we go within, I feel like your life is going to be crazy. I feel like it's going to be a lot. Because there's so much you have to do, so many. Yeah, I just feel like you're going to be taking off, creating this legacy. There's so much in store for you. I can just feel it. And where you're going to get that communication from spirit, that channeling, is in the deep quiet. Meditation and stillness is the most important thing that you can do in 2022 to live your life to the fullest, because they're going to bless you with all of this. This is the work. This is what is required. And all this purple, gorgeous third eye energy here. You definitely have some psychic gifts, you guys. You definitely know where you're going. I feel like this is a pile that knows. This is a pile that you may not know the A to Z, but you know what Z kind of sort of looks like. You know that you're on this journey of something real interesting, and anything you can do to meditate and have that stillness, that deep quiet. No matter what, this is so important for you guys. And then we've got Galactic Mushroom, the weirdest card in the deck. It's just such a weird picture. I don't know. It looks like 18 million things to me that are all inappropriate. Okay. Galactic Mushroom, the Divine Matrix. This is just about trusting. I mean, with a 6 here, sorry, I'm like all over the place. With a 6 here, harmony, community, service, healing, love, beautiful, beautiful energy. Galactic Mushroom is just about trusting the matrix of it all, trusting the universe, trusting that we have these little tiny feeble minds and that spirit is so much bigger and that everything's interconnected. And, you know, there's 18 million things going on to get us to the place of, you know, just to kind of trust the inner workings of the angels, trust that they have our backs. Mushrooms are, you know, have been around centuries. They're ancient little things, creatures, or whatever they are, vegetables. So they have, you know, amazing divine knowledge. And, you know, I'm just, you know, sensing this green here, this heart chakra energy, to trust in your heart when things feel crazy, to know, just trust that your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, that they're all watching out for you, and that there is so much going on behind the surface when we aren't feeling, we're just like in stagnation, or, you know, little hiccups along the way, like what's going on. Just trust it's all part of the matrix. It's all part of like the Tetris of like, okay, like Rubik's cubing into direct perfect alignment. So just trust it. Holy H balls. Okay. So, all right. So we've got our little message. So let's get an angel message for you guys real quick. And these I will just free shuffle. Damn, pile ones. If this resonates for you, I would like this video so you can go back to it. So throughout the year, you've got it in your likes, and you can go back to it, and just like when you're feeling down, you can be like, no, like to kind of like pump yourself up again as to what is going on and your purpose, and to just remember, no, like I'm meant to channel divine information. Okay, spirit guides and angels, ancient ancestors for my pile ones. What angel message? Wow, that flew. The miracle of nature. Thank you, angels, for helping me to reconnect through nature and fresh air. I could have called that. Green, again, green heart chakra. Being out in nature is so grounding, so good for us. It helps us to know that we're all connected. This could like kind of go underneath this matrix. They're kind of like very similar vibes, these pinks and purples, these greens. There's so much heart chakra energy here, you guys. Heart, heart, heart. Yeah, anything you can do to be out in nature is going to be amazing for you. It's just going to feel so good. Any type of grounding you can do. I mean, nature like just automatically grounds us. But to see like the way that everything is connected, like if you just like watch one creature, like watch an ant or a bee or a bird, and see how everything is affected, everything affects something else, and just the communication and their purpose, like how each little creature has purpose. It's fascinating, and it really helps to ground us. And just even fresh air, get out for walks, be out in nature. It's the best thing you can do to live your life to the fullest. This deep quiet and meditation mixed with this connect with music, which is really interesting because we had this little pink dragon with the music notes. Connect with music. Thank you, angels, for inspiring me through music. For some of you, I kind of been toying personally with buying a guitar. For some of you, you know, you might be singing. Your messages might be, you know, vocally, you know, recording tracks, you know, laying down music. For some of you, it might just be like a form of expression, another way to, you know, a creative outlet. For others of you, spirit might try to communicate to you through song lyrics on the radio. Anything that you listen to, just like stay in high vibe. Don't get too into like too much thrash metal as we're stepping into our Christ-like energy. you know, music that inspires you, keeps you up, keeps you dancing, keeps you having fun, laughing, you know, good time, whatever that means for you. They're absolutely being called to you to connect with music and to also be open to receiving messages through music. Oh my gosh, let's go to Taylor. The Oracle of Taylor. I have to. Oh my gosh, 2022, I have to. Okay. So these are all Taylor Swift lyrics because as anyone who watches these, you know I'm obsessed. Love her so much. And I finally got some red in here. You're welcome. Okay, so for my pile ones, what do we want to know? What do we got from Taylor to tell us about my pile ones? Time, curious time, gave me no compasses, gave me no signs. Were there clues I didn't see? And isn't it just so pretty to think all along there was some invisible string tying you to me? So I'm getting two messages here. So these are usually like love messages, you guys. I mean, come on. Taylor writes about her relationships. So for some of you, there could be new love coming in. Okay. But I'm also getting a sense with this, yeah, this like gave me no compasses, gave me no signs, or there are clues I didn't see. Like you're starting this journey, and I feel like there's so much unknown. There's so much like what, and I feel like you're gonna look back and just be like, isn't it just so pretty to think that all along there was like this divine plan? So I feel like the sense of divine plan, but for some of you, you know, you might end up meeting somebody this year that just kind of rocks your world and is like, holy crap, like who knew that all these things, especially if this is a pile that's alone right now or had just, you know, left something or, you know, feels like they have to build all this by themselves, you know, one of those blessings coming in this year might be this idea of kind of coming across a person and being like, wow, like who knew I had to go through all of that shit to get right here. This is a beautiful song called Invisible String. Definitely take a listen, take it how it resonates, but there might be something in there for you. Okay. And then we've got, there I was again tonight, forcing laughter, faking smile, same old tired, lonely place. Walls of insincerity, shifting eyes, and vacancy vanished when I saw your face. All I can say, it was enchanting to meet you. Those are like two of my favorite songs, you guys. Oh my God. Okay, sorry, I'm like way too excited about this pile. This is a song called Enchanted. Oh my gosh. So for some of you, you might actually be meeting somebody this year, you guys, in the love department. We haven't done any love reading. You know, this is all about like your purpose, but and the thing is, you know, forcing laughter, faking smile, same old tired, lonely place. And remember when Spirit said here to get out of, don't wait until a perfect moment or mood to start something. Instead, enter life with all its flossomeness. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Okay. So I feel like even though Taylor didn't want to go out that night, you know, she's doing the thing, she's tired, but she's like, okay, I can't just like sit on the couch and watch Netflix. That's what Mandy said. Instead, I'm going to go to this stupid party. Okay. And then she ends up meeting this person that she's just like, holy crap, like my breath is taken away. So that's exciting, pile one. Maybe there's a little love coming in as well. I'm glad I did that just because it's fun. Okay. So last thing we're going to do is get some blessings for you coming in 2022. Wow, you guys, you got some stuff. Oh, this is when, as a tarot reader, it's like, come on, I want to know. Like, can I just, like, you gotta let me know. Transmutation, yes, Phoenix, I love that. So transmutation, I've got another 11 here, 1111. Like you guys are seeing synchronistic numbers, I'm betting. This is a highly intuitive psychic pile if you're channeling source energy and Christ-like energy and all that stuff. So you take what is negative and you turn it into something positive. Okay, you are recreating your life. This is like the phoenix rising from the ashes, taking something like death and kind of transforming again, like these snakes, that skin shedding. Wow. What other blessings? And I feel like before in life, like, not that you haven't transformed before, done the work, but I feel like there was like a lot of stagnation, maybe times in your life you've gone through dark nights of the soul, and now you're realizing like you can't live your life in dark time, dark nights of the soul for like 6 years of your life. Instead, we have to take what's negative in that moment and transmute it, turn it into something else, turn it into something positive. And you're absolutely learning how to do that. Energy, fire, spirit, and be spirit prosperity. Yeah, there's absolutely something about you creating your own money, your own, creating your own money, your own sense of security, your own purpose on your own. Like you are learning how to do that. You are learning to find the people in your life that can help fly you around to the different flowers to get the nectar, to make the honey. Yeah, just as a card of prosperity. Teamwork, working together with others, I feel like as well is going to be really, really super helpful for you this year, to align with others with the same kind of purpose, the same kind of energy, so that, more honey is coming out. Then we've got fire spirit energy. You guys, I mean, this is a channel right here. This is a channel. And I'm kind of getting like two flames here. Like this sometimes can be twin flame energy for me. So this person coming in might be somebody that you've known before, person from your past. But with this 8 here, definitely getting that authority energy again, leadership, goals, business, like something. You are just gonna, woo, there's like, she is super grounded. She's part of it. Like she's part tree trunk, but she's also like fire. So it's like as she's connecting with source, channeling, she's also knowing she's outside in nature, she's grounding herself. So energy is coming, like where you might have felt drained in the past few years. Has anyone felt drained in the past few years? You are transmuting, you are becoming this beautiful fire energy. Wow. And just for shits and giggles, on the bottom of the deck, chaos, storm spirit. There is so much going on with love and healing with a 6 here. Love, healing, harmony in the home, community, service. Okay. This is a huge shakeup. You're in the eye of the storm right now. But you are, you're being zapped. You're being zapped for this divine purpose. And Spirit's asking you to show up with absolute love. This is like a huge shakeup, you guys. This is a huge year for you. Huge year for you. And you have got to let me know how it pans out, because I have to know. Oh, I'm in love with this pile. Okay, you guys. If this resonated, please hit the like button. Please share. Please subscribe. Let me know, or hit the little bell so you'll know when the next video drops. I am so honored to be a reader. Thank you so much for being here. And I will see you all in my next video, my little friggin' amazing pile ones. Love and light. Bye. Hi, my pile twos. If you chose this Vanadinite, this is your reading for how to live your life to the fullest in 2022. So here's a scoop, you guys. If you missed the intro, just real quick, we are stepping away from the past and moving into the people that we have always wanted to be. There are such blessings coming for us if we just let go of what no longer serves us and instead just step into the shoes of who we've always wanted to be, with passion, with bravery, with a sense of courage. So the first reading was very, very powerful. I'm really excited to see what comes out of this pile. Also, you guys chose Vanadinite. When I asked Spirit, typically I'll just pick prettiest rocks I have or whatever, something I'm excited to use. And this time I actually pulled cards to see what crystals should be used. So I feel like this is absolutely a part of the reading today. You guys got Vanadinite. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Who needs it? Those lacking self-discipline. When to use it? When it's time to live in the moment. When you are the prime audience for a motivational speech. Whether it's hard work, making art, or just a blissed out moment free from the mind's ongoing commentary, an energizing meditation with Vanadinite can help knock down whatever stands between you and your happy place. And it says break through your big blocks. So it's interesting, between you and your happy place, because in the first pile, let's see if I still got it. Yep. Hiddenite, claim your happy place. Claim your happy place. So anyway, long story short, if you are drawn to pile 1 as well, absolutely go back and watch it. Very interesting. Okay, so that is your crystal. We will see how that pertains to the reading, but there's definitely like shake-up energy happening here. Like, if, like I'm getting a sense of like we've been living in stagnation. We've been living in kind of in robot mode. And I feel like this is a shake-up. I feel like this is the universe saying like, hey, let's wake up. And it hasn't been fun living in stagnation. I feel like this is, we're learning to, we're ready. We're ready for something new. We're ready for a transformation. We're ready for a breakthrough. I'm getting that Jerry Maguire quote. What is it? He says something like a breakup? No, it's a breakthrough. I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah, interesting. Okay, and then the card that you guys chose, Dearest You, you have a unique purpose and destiny that only you can fulfill. But first, you need to know that destiny isn't a destination. You don't arrive at some special place where, poof, you're perfect and happy all the time. It's about establishing and firming up a commitment to a certain experience, whatever form that takes. Interesting. So it's not about the destination. It's not about getting from A to Z and then Z being happy. It's about us committing to a life of purpose constantly, creating to like this commitment of your soul, what you need. Your soul knows what you need to experience and committing to that. What does your soul need to experience? Your destiny is to be present to all of life's adventures, to discover your talents and full potential through allowing inspiration to lead you, and to risk standing apart from the crowd to listen to your soul. Okay, you guys have got to watch pile 1, because there was absolutely a sense of embracing your weirdness in pile 1, of standing apart from the crowd, not listening to the naysayers, and you guys are absolutely like getting the same exact messages. Your destiny is to be present to all of life's adventures, to discover your talents and full potential through allowing inspiration to lead you, and to risk standing apart from the crowd to listen to your soul. To listen to your soul with that Vanadinite. You are special as much as you are also paradoxically one with the world, individual yet part of a great whole. Both truths have led you to this moment where we are saying you are on the right track, even if your ego self doesn't see that. Listen to your soul, check in with your spirit, keep going. Spirit loves you, life loves you, we love you. So, the energy that I'm getting from this pile, for 2022, we are learning a lot about ourselves. And the best way to live our life to the fullest in 2022 is to embrace who we truly are, to embrace the inspiration, to embrace this curiosity, this new, there's something like, I'm like hands tingling, like there's something like something's in the water, like something's going on, like things are shaking up, like there's like this sense of, is this real? Like, is this too good to be true? Is this, and Spirit has got an open door for you. It's like kind of like waking up and just stepping into a magical world. Like, holy crap, I didn't know all of this existed. But you're on the right path. This might be a pile that has been in stagnation for a really long time, that's kind of been living in robot mode. Okay, it's kind of like stepping into Toontown or stepping into Oz. Like, whoa, I'm seeing the world in color. And the more that we dive into that, is how I'm feeling, the more that you will just be living your life and reaching, and you'll realize that it's not about the destination, that like you'll be happy in the moment because you'll be pursuing what makes you come alive. Oh, pile 2s, you are waking up to something exciting and new. Okay, I don't know why I always sing the love note in these readings. I'm dating myself. Okay, so I'll do these 2 cards next. Manifestation and forgiveness. So yeah, so I feel like we're either learning about manifestation, learning that we have complete control of our lives, that the energy that we put into our life is what we get out of our life, and or we are waking up to it again. Like we may have lost ourselves along the way. There's been some stagnation. And I feel like with this manifestation card, like this full moon, the sparkle, like you are being fully illuminated in 2022 to your power, to this whole new magical world. And you're just like, what? Like, I feel like some of you, you know, are kind of like more logical people. And it's like all of a sudden I'm wearing like these horns and I'm under the full moon. Like, what is happening? Like it's a spiritual awakening, I feel like. I feel this is a very powerful pile and you don't know it yet, and or you're waking up to this power, which is wildly, wildly exciting. Because it's like seeing E.T. for the first time, or, you know, some magical creature. It's like, this is real. Like, you know, you see one thing. What Christmas movie you're watching? A Boy Named Christmas. And, you know, there's magical flying reindeer, and he goes back and flies to his aunt. He's like, look, I'm on a flying reindeer. There is magic. And she's like, oh my gosh, there's magic. You know, she was kind of like a Dursley, Harry Potter, you know, in that regard. There is no magic. And I feel like you're waking up to all of the magic in you and the magic around you, and kind of realizing like, whoa, if I missed out on that, like if I didn't realize that was possible, what the hell else is out there? You know, it's like scary and thrilling and scary and thrilling and woo, pile 2. Like I'm so excited for you. This is really, really, really exciting. Okay. Then we also have this forgiveness here. And I feel like this is a deep spiritual awakening. And as you are going through it, there's a lot to forgive here. There's a lot to forgive about people in your past. I feel like you've been wounded and hurt by people in your past. I feel like this is a huge forgiveness of self. I feel like, you know, if this does kind of mirror the first pile a little bit, there's a lot of perfectionist tendencies here, a lot of ideals, a lot of expectations we put on ourselves and on others. And I feel like we are learning to forgive ourselves for the past mistakes, learning to forgive what we didn't know until we knew it. You know, I mean, as I said in the last pile, like I was born and raised, you know, born again Christian. I was, you know, 16-year-old little good girl, had no idea, just kind of had blinders on about life. And I just kind of did what people told me to. And then as my life has progressed, it's like a shedding and a transformation and a letting go and a letting go and a letting go, and kind of like finally stepping up into who I am and giving no fucks what anybody thinks. And I feel like you're like, almost like, how much time have I wasted not living in this magical world? And it's okay. Like it was all part of your journey. It was all done for you. Like it's all lessons that you had to learn at the time. And now you're ready. Now you're ready. You're ready to forgive yourself for all that you didn't know. You're ready to forgive others that have hurt you. And I feel like this is about forgiving, you know, relationships in your life and things that haven't worked out, and people and the way you've treated people, and, you know, just like all the things. I feel like, you know, when we go through a spiritual awakening, it's like, boom, boom, boom. But it's like so much. It's information overload. It can be a lot. And, you know, as we change and evolve and grow, you know, it's like peeling the onion off of, you know, this forgiveness, and like allowing ourselves to be okay, and realizing like, you know what, I was doing the best I could on my journey at the time. And we all deserve that grace. Every single one of us. And I'm just getting this beautiful, gorgeous sense of the love coming into your life as you do. Like, it kind of makes me want to cry. Like this waterfall, just like the water, just the immensity of love that you are learning for yourself, that you are learning for the world around you. You're about to be so full of joy, love, inspiration. Like this is on the, you guys, 2022 for you living your life to the fullest is just a kind of about embracing this adventure. Just embrace it, because your power pack is going to be so full. Your cup is going to runneth over. Your heart is going to be so overwhelmed and full of love. It's just gorgeous. I am so fucking excited for you, pile 2. Oh, I can't even. Oops, I had meant to do these ones first. That's all right. Let's see what we got here. Weight of the world, boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. And called, soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. Yes. Actually, I feel like I want to do that because of the water. Water and water. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. You guys. Oh, I love what I do. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, God, for this. Okay. So called, soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. Absolutely. This is a spiritual awakening year for you guys. Okay. 2022, how to live your life to the fullest. Step up to what you're being called to do. The door is open. Okay. Go through it into this new world. Okay, there is purpose for this that you may not see yet, and I have a feeling that makes you very, very, very uncomfortable, and that is okay. But you are absolutely being called to a higher purpose. And just, I mean, she's running. She's like, fuck yeah! Like, go for it. Dive into that other world wholeheartedly, full hog. Like, just go. Because it's a calling. It's not even like, I almost feel like it's a destiny, like spirit, like you couldn't not if you tried, because your heart is too big. You feel it. You feel it. And the wonder of it all is just too, there's something in like the cockles of your heart that's just like, it's too delicious. It's like a shimmer of gold there. There could be gold on them, their hills, like, that you just, I don't feel like you're going to really have a choice. I feel like it's part of your destiny. And then this, like this beautiful, forgiving water, this love, purifying, gorgeous water. And then you're just like swimming in it. Weight of the world, let it go. Enjoy it. Immerse yourself in it. Boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. Okay, this is about you healing yourself, swimming in the oceans of these waters, forgiving yourselves, just allowing love to come over you, allowing magic and love and faith and healing to heal, and just let it all come over you. And whatever, she's got her head kind of underwater. It's not yours to carry. Let it go. Whatever the naysayers are saying, whatever the people in your life are saying, not there. It's not for them. It's no skin off their back. Their opinions are not your concern. Okay. You're here with spirit. You have a purpose. Nothing else matters but you and spirit. That connection, first and foremost, is the most important thing in 2022. Set boundaries with people. Okay. I have a feeling that this pile was a pile of people pleasers. This was a pile of, I feel like a strong sense of responsibility in this pile. Like, I have to take care of my family. I have to take care of my coworkers. I have to take care of the people that I manage. I have to take care of whatever that is. Like, there's a lot of weight on your shoulders. There's a lot of burden to carry. And Spirit's like, that isn't for you. We have something completely different. Just go for a swim. Dive into these waters. It doesn't all have to be on your shoulders. Okay, you get to refill your power pack. And there's something in this card as well about giving and receiving, okay? I feel like this is a very giving pile, a pile that likes to protect people that they love, a pile that loves to make sure everybody's happy, make sure everything is going smoothly, taken care of. And Spirit's like, this is a time for you to receive and let it go. To take care of yourself first and to heal. Diggity dog. Okay, next we have, I'll do this one too. Okay, we've got, make sure I'm still filming. Yes, okay. Pisces, sensitize. 10 of coins and zenith, she who prepares. Formulate, strategize, devise. Pisces, water energy, you guys. Water, water, water. Emotions, emotions, emotions. Relationships, relationships, relationships. I am getting a deep sense of overwhelm by all that you're going through right now as you're waking up, because your heart is exploding. It is like too much emotion. You can't control it. I feel like this is a pile that was living a very robotic life. And now we are opening up to all, like, to this new sense of ourselves. And it is scary because it is messy and it is so much. And the emotion is so intense. And Pisces energy, they're the dreamers. They are water, water, water energy. And think about water, you guys. Think about ponds, streams, rivers, oceans, waterfalls. Like, how does water flow? Sometimes it's stagnant. Sometimes it moves. Sometimes, like, it's all connected, though. So it's rainfall. And Spirit is saying, like, you are waking, your heart is being woken up. Your heart is being woken up very, very, very deeply. And it's overwhelming and it's terrifying. And Spirit just wants you to dive in. Interesting. We also have this 3 here. 3s are always a number of creativity. This is about our self-expression. This is about working with others. This is 3 is a number of communication. Sensitivity. Sorry, not sensitivity, creativity. Okay. As you open up, you are going to untap huge areas of creativity, huge pockets of creativity that you had closed off. Yeah. And that is going to help you build. So this 10 of coins here, this is legacy money. This is, you are building a legacy for yourself. I feel like this huge awakening is like, just fucking jump into it. Just go for it, because you're creating, 10 of coins is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous energy. It is abundance, but it is also like sitting kind of like in your castle and like looking at your family and kids and the dogs and the everything, your abundance, everything that you've created, this whole legacy, and, being old and gray and looking back in your life and being like, wow, look what I created and look what I've got for future generations. So, and then we've got Zenith here, she who prepares, formulates, strategize, devise. You're being asked and called. I'm not like getting specifics here, but you're being asked and called to prepare something. Like that, she is very fierce. She is, there's like swords energy here, like a swiftness, like a divisive, formulate, strategize, divide. Like, let me be very strategic about, like, I feel like this is like boundaries. Like, who do I want in my life? Who don't I want in my life? What am I creating? What and what am I letting go of? Like, I feel like you are, as you step into your emotions, as you step into your creativity, you're just going to start getting ideas. And then Spirit's like, begin to, use that brilliant mind of yours that has kind of been like on robot, autopilot, and really begin to work, because I feel like you guys are destined for not only abundance, but just destined for like purpose. I feel like you haven't given yourself credit for your uniqueness and your specialness. I feel like the inner will, the determination is being turned on again. The resoluteness, I'm not just going to be a doormat anymore. Like, I'm awakening to my life. I'm awakening to my emotions. I'm awakening to my heart. I'm awakening to what I want. I'm awakening to what I want, to my purpose, who I want to be. And I am going to go get it, motherfuckers. And that is how you can best live your life to the fullest in 2022, is by taking the deep dive into these emotions, into this beautiful healing water energy, and then making your plan to escape the robot life into the new, beautiful, magical everything and just fucking going for it like a ninja. Like, I'm kind of like Joan of Arc energy almost. Okay. Next two cards we've got Silver Lunar Dragon, bathes you in divine feminine light. Yes, 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 yes. Come into balance and practice peace, harmony, and cooperation. Expand your causal chakra. So, yeah, like with this, all this water. Very, 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 very divine feminine energy. I'm getting a very strong sense that this is a pile that's been living in their masculine energy. Domination, productivity, analyzing, and then this beautiful feminine energy is very soft and flowy and gentle. I feel like this is a highly sensitive pile. That's why I feel like this, it feels like a waterfall. I feel like it feels like, you know, because I don't know if you've ever stood on the edge of a waterfall, but it's fucking terrifying. Like a big one, like Niagara or something. It's just like the power, the immensity of it. And I feel like that's what your little heart is going through right now. And you are not prepared for it because you've shut it off. You've like turned the faucet off and it just, the water has stopped. And then all of a sudden it's like been a trickle. And now it's just like a deluge, whatever, how you say it, of these feelings and these emotions and like this beauty and this color and this divine feminine energy of realizing like, hey, the softer side of Sears does not mean that I'm oversensitive, does not mean that I am worthless, does not mean that I don't deserve to be seen, does not mean that I'm shining too brightly, does not mean that I'm a basket case, does not mean, you know, a million different things. I feel like stepping into this divine feminine energy is just completing you in the best sense. You don't have to worry about losing your masculinity. Okay, and you guys, it's just energy. You can be male or female watching this video. It doesn't matter. Okay. Even women can, you know, operate out of strong masculine energy and vice versa. Men with, you know, feminine energy. It's just we want to find that balance. And for so long, the masculine energy has been strong and turned on. And Spirit's like, there's got to be a balance. And in order to balance it, if the masculine energy has been all the way over here, then the feminine energy has to come all the way over here for a while. And then eventually it will balance itself in the middle. Okay. And we'll know how to like react. But in the meantime, embrace it. Embrace this change. Embrace your sensitivity. Have amazing cries. Watch all the sappy, goopy, you know, feminine movies, like whatever. Listen to, you know, super lovey-dovey music or whatever. And just embrace everything that is soft and loving and maternal and nurturing, and just fucking love yourselves to the depths of that you would Mother Mary, you know, like this divine mother, just kind of like taking you in and nurturing you and loving you and just embracing that sensitivity. Because also I feel like if we've had the feelings side of our aspect shut down, that's oftentimes a lot of our intuitive abilities. So we may have, you know, not been using our intuitive abilities. We may have been in complete, I was going to say stagnation, and we've got moving out of stagnation here. So definitely something about, you know, you don't have to worry about losing your masculinity because you've got that in spades, but we do need to learn that being in divine feminine energy is okay and to embrace it because it's equally as important in order for us to be successful. I feel like successful is a word that you understand. Like, I feel like this is, like, that is a word that makes sense. But, like, feelings and emotions and manifestation and intuition, like, what? So, yeah, like, we want to step into this energy of just love and healing and grace. Okay, guys, my daughter's knocking. Un momento, por favor. Okay, little lamb, sorry about that. So yes, we're stepping into this divine feminine energy because it is going to crack us open and create all of these beautiful things for us. Okay, then we've got this Dust Devil card here, moving out of stagnation. And with this 6 here, I feel like, you know, 6s represent love and harmony in the home for me, but also just domesticity, like love, healing, love, healing. And I'm definitely getting that from this pile. That as things like, again, like with the waterfall, like there's this shakeup, there's this Dust Devil energy, and we are swirling, we're moving, and kind of like, "Wah!" But we're in this barren desert where nothing is happening. It's stagnation. It's like, oh my God, give me water. Give me water, 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 water. You asked for it, you got it. Okay, this is keeping us in stagnation. It's keeping us dry. It's keeping us empty. It's keeping us on the verge of death. Okay, so this Dust Devil, while it feels chaotic and crazy and insane, know that it's being done for us, not to us, because we need a fucking drink. And I'm not talking about alcohol. We need a shakeup, because this shakeup is going to move us out of that desert into a new magical land, into a new place. We are moving out of stagnation. And there's something here about solar plexus chakra energy. There's something about our self-confidence, about our worth, feeling worthy, truly following our heart, having the confidence in ourselves to go with the flow of this and be like, okay, fuckers, like open arms, you know, out on the mountain, like here I am, like let's do this, okay? So enjoy the ride of it. Life is not about being perfect or clean. Like I feel like this is a very clean pile, if I haven't already said that. I feel like you have a very nice home. You know, everything's probably organized, alphabetized, potentially. And I feel like shakeups are not something you can control. So it's not something that you bring into your life often. Like you do not like drama. You do not like chaos. And this is a bit of chaos for you emotionally. And what's interesting, it's all extra, or it's all internal. It's all within, which is what is even more terrifying, because you probably feel insanely crazy. But hello, that's a spiritual awakening. You're welcome, says the universe. But you guys, you've got this. Okay, this is the most important thing that has ever happened to you. It's the biggest deal of your life, and you will forever be changed and grateful. So go with the flow of it. Know that life is messy, chaotic, messy. That life isn't so perfect. In order to feel and to love, you know, be in the flow, be in that movement of, you know, in a stagnant pond, but even the pond is, you know, that has rain, and you know, it's all connected. So just kind of flow with it all until you get into this great big ocean of love and healing. Oh my gosh, this pile, going through it. Okay, but in the best way. You're going to be so fucking happy. All right, then we have, keep doing these backwards. We have Artemis, which is focus, and Saraswati, which is mastery. Definitely watch pile 1 after this. Artemis, this focus, okay? This isn't about, with this 4 here, 4s represent security, our foundations, okay? And so the focus, I feel like there's 2 things here. One, I feel like, yes, we're supposed to be focused on our goals, our ambitions, this 10 of Pentacles energy underneath here. But I feel like you know that. I feel like you have no problem working towards success. That's something you can control. It's something that makes a lot of sense to you. Like, I'm going to plug away to get to my hopes and dreams, my money. Like, thank you very much. Give me my check. But I feel like this is about being focused and driven in regard to your passion, your purpose. Like being very, like this strategize. Okay, how are we, like that is the energy here. This devise a plan. Like how are we going to create the stability, not only in our lives with our wealth, but within ourselves. So be very focused about who we're going to be and why. Like this might be a new health regimen. This might be a new meditation practice. Anything of that nature will be super, super, super beneficial to you. And then we've got mastery. And that's why I said to watch pile 1, because they got 8 of Pentacles, which is about you know, continuing to like plot away and like work toward being the master of what you do. And I feel like this is just really embracing what you're being called to do. And I don't feel like I feel like this is all internal, you guys. I feel like this isn't necessarily about mastering a skill or, you know, business. I feel like this is about, you know, I think I'm gonna read these ones or like skim them quick because I feel like there might be little gems in here. Okay, Artemis. Seizing the moment. Now is the time you can truly make your mark. Surrender yourself to the process of whatever is calling for your attention. Immerse yourself fully in that waterfall energy. Immerse yourself fully in whatever needs your focus and allow yourself the experience of deep, abiding trust. If you aim true and your heart is open and pure, grateful for all the bounty that surrounds you, your deepest desires will manifest before you like magic. Yeah, I'm glad I read that. What you need your focus. And I feel like that's well, you know what? I will take that how that resonates. But the thing is, like, if you aim true and your heart is open, okay, that manifestation energy, just kind of like showing up to the world, like, here I am, guys, like, do whatever you need to do to get me where I need to go. Okay. And a huge act of trust, focus and trust, I feel here. And then with this mastery, mastery is a genuine sense of effortless knowledge after a period of dedicated immersion. Okay. Immerse yourself, body, mind, and spirit in discovering all aspects of what is at hand. Learn and then learn more. Right now, if you adopt the role of apprentice and are willing to devote your heart and mind to something, you will become a true master. Deep wisdom knows only continuous learning. No matter what question you've come to explore, the goddess Saraswati, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, reminds you that the pursuit of mastery is never ending, so enjoy every minute. So I feel like you're learning to master your emotions. You're learning to master manifestation, learning to master like the spiritual awakening. I feel like spirit is just asking you to master this awakening. Like learn about your gifts, dive into your intuition, like learn everything you can about manifestation, just like with your mind that you've got, just learn everything that you can right now. And then finally we've got Vision Quest. Yeah. Very tied. And then Storyteller. Okay, so Vision Quest. It's about, you know, getting on your horse, going out on your journey, and asking yourself, taking the time to ask yourself those deep diving questions. Who am I? What is my purpose? What do I really believe? What do I want my life to look like? You know, what are my strengths and my weaknesses? What is my inner child telling me? Like, that's spirit is asking you for this little bit of, definitely watch pile one. Definitely asking you to take the time out while you're going through this whole huge spiritual awakening, this process, in overwhelm, to take time out to take care of yourself and to really make sure that you are doing the deep dive into like just the stuff that really matters, what really matters to you. And then from there, when you have those answers and you can feel it like a knife through your chest. Like you could just like, it's just so intense and searing, and you have such passion and drive for all that is who you truly are. That's when you're going to strategize like a motherfucker. Okay. That's when it's like, I am creating the life I want. I am manifesting everything that I want because I am in control of my life for the first time, and I know exactly who I am, and no one is going to stop me. Pile 2. Woo! Oh my gosh, I love it. You're so fucking powerful, and you don't even know what's coming for you. You don't even know. Your life is about to change dramatically. Then we have the storyteller pile, and this is all about the stories that we tell ourselves. In Native American culture, it's about sitting around the fire, and even the smallest, most mundane tasks. As the storyteller, like the storyteller knows how to tell stories. So even like, oh, I saran wrapped this piece of pie today. The storyteller can tell it in such a sense that it's like the most amazing. most beautiful way to have wrapped a slice of pie, you know? So this is about the stories that you tell yourself. This is about you rewriting your story to be the hero of your own life. Everything that has hurt you, everything that requires that forgiveness, the hurts of others, the hurts you've caused, the wounding, the heat, like, how can you rewrite that story so that you are the hero at the end of it? Oh, that makes me want to cry. How can you rewrite your story so that you are the hero? Yeah, you are in the montage. You are in the, like, and you're going to, you guys, to live your life to the fullest in 2022. This is not a week of faint of heart pile. This is a pile that when they're awake and alive and not living a robot existence, maybe you've lost yourself along the way, but know that when you are turned on, when your light is on, you are brilliantly powerful. And the story, the hero that you are going to be is going to inspire people. You're going to inspire the people around you. Not in a fuck you sort of way, okay? But you're going to inspire the people around you. And you're going to have quite a story to tell. And you're going to create a legacy for yourself. Hot diggity damn. Okay, last thing that we're going to do, I'm still filming, is get an angel card. And then we're going to get some blessings for you guys. But you have an extremely powerful, whoopsie, transforming year ahead, you guys. If you grab it by the balls and just embrace all you're going through, embrace the messiness, embrace the tears, embrace the emotions, and then use all that masculine energy that you've already got married with that divine feminine energy and just take over your world, because you will. Whew. What amazing readings today. I'm so honored and blessed to read for you people. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for inspiring me to, I get so much out of these readings personally, just by your inspiration, all you're going through. All right, Spirit, there we go. Oh, you got a lot. Whatever. Change and transition. Archangel Azrael. Thank you, Azrael, for leading me safely through this change. Okay, you're safe. You're safe. This may also be a pile, and this 4 just popped out to me again. And with this red, this root chakra energy, safety, security, our vitality, our stability, our inner children. Okay, you are safe through this process. You know, going through dust devil energy, what the fuck? Okay, you are safe. Your family's being taken care of. The world around you, you are okay. Okay, Azrael's got your back. He looks like he don't mess. Okay, and then we've got unconditional love, the divine mother. Didn't I say something about Mother Mary? Or maybe that's pile 1. Thank you, divine mother, for helping me to give and receive the love I deserve. Okay, divine feminine energy. Yes, nurturing yourself like a mother would. Okay, this loving maternal energy, giving that to yourself is going to allow you to give that to others. And holy crap, I just want to hug all your little inner children, because they're going to feel so happy and fulfilled again. Yeah, you're being divinely protected. And there might even be a female person on the other side. For some of you that lost anybody, a grandmother, mother, somebody, or someone that's thinking of you in a maternal, loving, healing energy sort of way. But I feel like you're getting assistance, from the angels, but you might also be getting energy and assistance from either somebody else in your life, like a more maternal person in your life. Like maybe your grandmother is praying for you, whether or not she's passed or still on this earth, or passed or still on earth. And then move your body. Shake that body. Thank you, angels, for motivating me to move my body and energy. So we got lighten up and humor in the last pile. And so I feel, and then balance is on the bottom. Thank you, angels, for bringing my life into balance. So we had, like, again, with that pendulum swinging, the masculine energy, the feminine energy, like, it will come back to balance. So don't freak out about how you're feeling right now. It's okay. But I feel like, the fact that song Shake Your Body is such a goofy but fun, like, throwback song. Um, a few things like moving your body is just going to help you shake that energy, the old stagnant energy off of your body. It's going to help you find that goofiness, that lightheartedness again. Maybe it's just about like moving, dancing, turning on some goofy music, or like music that's just fun and kind of like dancing, and getting out for walks, working out, anything that you can do to kind of release that energy that feels trapped inside. I mean, this is so emotional that it's just going to really help you, especially if you're not good at emoting, especially if you're not good at crying. This might really help you like shake up that energy. But because that song is kind of like fun and goofy, I feel like Spirit also wants you to move your body for the sake of like having fun, and for the sake of like, don't take life so seriously. Pile twos. All right, let's get some blessings for you guys. Very, very, very powerful people here. Very, very, very powerful. Gentle, deeply sensitive souls that have been protecting themselves for a really long time because of all that they've been through. And you are about to completely transform. And everything that you thought that you were, the badass that you may think that you are at work, or at sorry, it was just too many, or in your day-to-day life, trying to be somebody. Maybe you've lost yourself along the way. And Spirit's like, when you even this out and you bring in the other half of you that's been missing, holy fuck balls, like so many beautiful things are going to be happening for you. Is there one more in here that came out or that flipped over? Maybe not. I forgot to do the Oracle of Taylor. Okay, we're doing it. Hold on. Okay, there's another one. Oh my gosh, holy waterfalls, Batman. Okay, before we do those, okay, we have to do the Oracle of Taylor because it's 2022. You guys know how much I love Taylor Swift. Okay, all Taylor lyrics, and I put red in here, finally, some red songs. Okay, so, Spirit, what do we got? Wow, we got a lot. Okay. Oh my gosh, 4. Oh, so exciting. I cause no harm, mind my business. If our love died young, I can't bear witness. And it's been so long, but if you ever think you got it wrong, I'm right where you left me. So I feel like that speaks to that forgiveness energy. Cause no harm, mind my business. If our love died young, I can't bear witness. So, I mean, typically with Tay, let's be honest, like it's usually more love messages. So these might be more specific messages for people. But the energy I'm getting here is like a longing, is like thinking about the past, forgiving people that have left us, forgiving people that have wounded us. But I feel like this is also about, okay, for some of you, very specific. If there's something going on in your life, or that has gone on in your life, someone from your past, because this is like a relationship that has happened. Like if our love died young, I can't bear witness. Like there's pain to that ending. And it's like, hey, if you ever want to reconnect, like I'm right here. So like it's like, it's almost like miscommunication, or like some kind of hurt, some kind of pain. And it's like you have the opportunity, like there's opportunity here, but it's kind of like a longingness, like a wistfulness, like a hopelessness. Hold on, guys. Okay, so there's something here about longing, about almost like a hopelessness, like waiting for somebody else to take action rather than taking action ourselves as well. So take that how that resonates. But I almost feel like this is that robotic energy too of I'm not going to actually feel anything. I'm just going to kind of wait for life to happen to me. And worthiness. So take that how that resonates, but that is the first one. Then we have, but it's never too late to come back to my side. The stars in your eyes shine brighter in Tupelo. Okay, guys. So there's definitely something here about waiting for somebody to come back to your side. Waiting. Oh, why did I get rid of that? Was it this one? No, it's not. Damn it. Okay, it's in there. There's kind of like this, like, hey, I'm over here. You can come back at any time. You know, like it's. There's nothing here about being the master of your own life. There's nothing here about being the hero. So for some of you, again, take it how it resonates, but it's kind of almost, it's like a victim mentality. But it's never too late to come back to my side. The stars in your eyes shine brighter in Tupelo. Okay, if a person's eyes shine brighter when you're around them, go get them. Like, don't wait for them to come back to you. Okay, there's just some victim mentality energy, and I feel like that might be part of that forgiveness energy. Take it how it resonates. Knew he was a killer first time that I saw him. Wonder how many girls he had loved and left haunted. Knew he was a killer first time. Sorry, guys. I love her. Okay. So this is wounding. This is, for some of you, you have been wounded by someone that has kind of player mentality, or vice versa. These are interesting. It's almost like from the other person's perspective now. I don't know, you guys. I'm getting a sense of just like taking responsibility for what has happened, like just turning the switch off of the robot and kind of like feeling and like strategizing and devising and like kind of communicating, like using our, you know, like the universe never promises an outcome. It never promises us what we want to hear, but speaking our truth and showing up in a hero energy in a way that's like, hey, I'm showing up. You know, it's like, it's almost like Spirit wants you to be the hero of your own story for them spiritually, so that you can be, you know, divinely intuitive and receive all these messages and, you know, have this huge spiritual transformation. But then there's this also this calling to being the hero of your own life and how you interact with people and loving and forgiving people. And showing up to them in a way that is the hero, not showing up from a victim mentality of, well, you hurt me, you know, like that kind of energy. But if I showed up at your party, would you have me? Would you want me? See, this is some action energy here. This is what I'm talking about. But if I showed up at your party, okay. But if I showed up at your party, would you have me? Would you want me? Would you tell me to go straight to hell or lead me to the garden? In the garden, would you trust me if I told you it was just a summer thing? I'm only 17. I don't know anything, but I know I miss you. So this is somebody that's stuck in their head. Okay, this is, oh gosh, what song is this? I can't remember. But a song where, you know, back when he was 17, he ends up dating somebody else, hurts the other girl. Like, he was with somebody, super beautiful, loving relationship. Then he goes and dates somebody else, realizes, holy crap, that was a big mistake. And now he wants to go back to the first girl. And he's like, you know, did I screw this up? You know, can I come back? Like, would you tell me to go straight to hell? Would you could you trust me again? You know, could I, you know, would you believe me if I told you it was just, you know, my stupid youth and I didn't know any better? You know, because I miss you. And so this is about vulnerability. This is about, again, like not knowing the outcome. You know, we don't know the A to Z, but we want to be committed to showing up as the hero of our life, showing up in our masculine and divine feminine energy, showing up in action, but also with sensitivity and compassion and healing energy, and speaking our truth and speaking from our heart. and not being attached to the outcome. You don't know what's going to happen. But it's about being honest and saying, hey, I know I miss you. And he's, you know, in the song, he's asking all these questions. I can't remember if at the end of the song he actually goes, like, if he's outside of the door or not. But right now there's a lot of ruminating. Okay, so take that how that resonates. But I feel like the ruminating is stagnant energy. I feel like that's the robot energy. And trusting our feelings. Anything you can do right now in regard to your feelings. I mean, it has come out 146 times. Emotions and vulnerability and healing and divine feminine energy. Like, again, with the blessings coming for you, we've got more friggin' waterfalls. But Spirit is saying, take that as a blessing. Take all that you're feeling, this capacity to love, to know that you have a huge heart, that it deserves all of this beauty. I fucking love it. And then we've got 4 here, which represents stability and security. So this is something you can trust. You can trust your emotions. You can trust the sensitivity and to know that, you know, it's going to create such beauty. We've got butterflies, which represent transformation and miracles. Okay, whatever is happening, it's going to feel like a miracle to be able to incorporate the side of yourself. Oh, I love it. Oh, and then we've got love. We've got love here, you guys. Wild Rose Fairy, love. I mean, and then this 11 here, which is, you know, a master number about intuition and your psychic gifts and wisdom and knowledge and divine inspiration and synchronicity and like manifestation. It's just, it's a beautiful, beautiful card and energy. And 11s also, you know, oftentimes represent like twin flame energy, 1111. So I feel like for some of you, take it how it resonates, but I feel like for some of you, there is a relationship that Spirit wants you to bless you with, but you kind of have to be the hero of your own story here. And you really have to step into your sensitivity. And I feel like when you do, oh my God. Okay. So yeah. Okay, y'all saw me shuffle. Okay, so the reading has taken a turn into the love portion of our reading. Frog Spirit Renewal. Okay, we got a 2 here. 2s represent partnerships, relationships, alliances, balance, duality, masculine, femininity. And with this frog here, this is always for me like about, you know, kissing the prince and, you know, about renewal, feeling renewed, feeling a sense of finally getting something that you deserve, you know. I mean, there's a little crown here. So this frog is a prince. This frog is not a frog. And is she willing to take the chance? You know, but there's there's renewal here. There's, and renewal to me feels like a reconciliatory. Why can't I say that? Reconciliatory? I don't know. A reconciliation of sorts. So there's something happening. Like when you turn on your emotions, your life's about to change in a huge way, in regard to, you know, just being able to create whatever life you want for yourself. And I feel like this is a pile that probably is like, can you just tell me how much money I'm winning? Can you just tell me like my winning lottery numbers so I can have abundance and I can, you know, live in my little castle and have my legacy. But Spirit's like, if you really want the legacy, this emotion is what is required. Oh my gosh, pile 2s. Your hearts are so sensitive, so deep, so big. And your world is about to be rocked in the most beautiful way. It makes me want to cry. So, I didn't do this for the last pile, but let's get one last little nugget. Because that's just too freaking beautiful. These are blessings that are coming. And because all of this feels very destined to me, I don't even feel like you have a choice. I feel like it's just kind of all part of the plan, you know, for you to open up in this way. Every day I bring radical self-love to my mind, body, and spirit. Self-love, self-love. And yeah, that absolutely is what, for those of you not in a relationship, Self-love, okay, taking care of yourself, trusting your own intuition, being on your own 2 feet in a very loving and beautiful way is also the way to go. And this renewal, it doesn't have to be about relationships, but it can be a renewal within yourself of that masculine and feminine energy, coming back to a sense of ourselves, making home within ourselves. Okay, but we still got miracles happening here, folks, and this security that we're building for ourselves. So every day I bring radical self-love to my mind, body, and spirit. All right, pile twos, you're so powerful, so beautiful, so deeply sensitive. I just want to hug you all. And I just, I'm so honored that I get to read for you. You guys, your energy is incredible. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. I'm honored. Thank you for coming here and inspiring me. If this video resonated, please like it, please share, please subscribe. Also like it, you guys, because as you go through the year, you will look back and when you're feeling down, you can kind of go back to this video, like under your liked videos, and know to go back to it when you're feeling down and kind of need to be amped up again. So save it if you can, however, you don't have to like it, whatever, just save something, I don't know. But if you liked it, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'm so grateful for the little family here that we've created. 60 subscribers. Thanks, you guys. I love you so much. And I will see you in my next video. Bye. Hi, my pile threes. If you chose this black tourmaline, this is your reading for 2022. How can we live our lives to the fullest in 2022? Now, you guys, typically when I do the crystals, I'll pick the crystals just based on the crystals I feel like, if they're sparkly, if they're pretty. And today I actually pulled cards to see which crystals I should use for you guys. And so these crystals I feel like actually have significant meaning. So I went ahead and pulled a card I kept the cards that I pulled for these crystals. So black tourmaline will actually mean something in this reading. So let's find out what that is. Black tourmaline. Grounding black tourmaline is a slightly magnetized semi-precious gemstone with a reputation for protecting a delicate psyche from a case of the crazies and establishing powerful energetic boundaries between you and all the zombies out there. So this is a stone I pretty much have on me all the time. As an empathic person, it's really easy for me to take on the energy of others, the energy of the world. And so having a protection stone on me, black tourmaline, black obsidian, Apache tears, any black stone really will work wonders in regard to protecting your energy, keeping your energy from others, and vice versa. So let's see what else here. Who needs it? Everyone. Where to put it? Beside your doors to keep emotional vampires out, on your person, in your pocket, everywhere. When to use it? Anytime you take public transportation, find yourself in a crowd, or hear that sucking sound of a coworker, family member, malignant demon taking more from you than they are giving back. Protect your light. Protect your light. So there's something here. I mean, you're probably very empathic if you pick this pile and very sensitive, very, very, very sensitive. And sensitivity isn't a bad thing. It's just very easy to take on the energy of others. You might be one of those people that people are drawn to that are like, oh my gosh, let me tell you how horrible my life is. Oh my gosh, guess what happened to me today? Blah, 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 blah. And then they vomit onto you all of these emotions, these feelings, these, 8-hour-long stories. It might be a coworker, family member. They're just joking about the malignant demon. Okay, guys. But, yeah, you might be one of those people. And so it's really interesting to me that in 2022, one way that you can live your life to the fullest is to protect your light. Okay. I don't want you to be self-protection. I don't want you to think I have to stay away from people. This is just about protecting your light. Okay. You get to shine, you get to do all the things, but we want to maintain good boundaries, and we want to maintain an equal give and take with the people that we're bringing into our life. Very interesting. Okay. So this is the card. This is the pile that you pulled. Okay. You guys got the most messages out of everybody, which is just crazy talk. But here is your message from Spirit. And then we'll get into your oracles. Dearest you, we have a secret for you. The more you think you know, the less you actually do. Isn't that fun? Excuse me. So if you are willing to keep an open mind, you will avoid the narrow confines of the know-it-all and open up to the unlimited potential that can be discovered only by the curious optimist. So rather than being a know-it-all about kind of how your life's going to go, the trajectory, how things all need to happen, instead we're going to be a curious optimist. Curiosity allows you to discover new things, see the world from a different perspective, and find answers to questions you might not even know you have. Right now, whatever is going on, it's important that you know that you're not aware of all the aspects of it that you need to know, that you need to see to make an informed choice. You might be projecting a story that isn't totally true. So, moving forward, your mantra could be, I don't know, or that's interesting, as you keep your mind and heart open to new experiences and a richer existence overall. All of us over here want you to be all you can be. We are cheering for you. Can you hear us? Okay, interesting. So rather than kind of like being rigid about how things need to go, we're just going to have a curiosity about it and be like, oh, that's interesting. Oh, this new person's in my life. Oh, I wonder if this is going to go okay. Oh, I wonder what they meant by that. You know, it's not so rigid. It is more kind of flowy and curious and playful. Also, the idea here that not everything is illuminated for us. So we might think like, okay, this is how this is going to go. They're going to do this, or this is the job I'm going to take, and but there's so much that we don't know going on behind the scenes. So rather than force how it's all going to happen, the knowing of how it's all going to happen, instead, Spirit's just kind of play with it. Like, can you just play with it a little bit? You know, just kind of have some fun with it. Curious. Oh, maybe I could try this. Maybe I could try this. That is what they're asking you to do, is kind of almost like release the reins of control a little bit for the sake of your own self-care and for the riding the waves of it all. Very interesting. Okay, so you guys have so many oracles here. Okay, so these are kind of the top two that I've pulled for people. Okay, we have career. Interesting. And you got the love. Hadarian energy, codependency, boundaries. Interesting. So career, I mean, it's just kind of like career. This doesn't really tell me too much, but I feel like a lot's going to happen in regard to your career. Okay, I'm sure more will come out in the oracles, but yeah, 2022 seems to be very important in regard to career for you. And I feel like I just see this little ladder, which I'm usually not drawn to. And I kind of heard like climbing the ladder to growth. Okay, so there's like a process happening here with your career. And then you got the love. You got the love is really like a relationship card. It's a relationship with yourself. It's a relationship with others. Codependency, boundaries, something perfect for Black Tourmaline. So this is about loving ourselves enough to show up in a relationship in a way that is healthy, in a way that is, strong, that we are taking care of ourselves first so that we are not codependent, that there is equal give and take, that we are setting clear boundaries with people. Very interesting. I'm just kind of fascinated that this is like your big card. Like, how can you thrive in 2022? It's all about self-love. It's all about like absolute love, like healthy love. Showing up differently in regard to relationships and in regard to self-love than you have ever in the past. Sneaky suspicion, it probably will affect your career in some way. Yeah, you may have been a doormat in the past. You may have been a people pleaser in the past. I have a feeling like you've seen some things. You've been through, and with all these faces here, I feel like you've been through a lot of different experiences. And we just want to get to a place of rest within ourselves, a place of like a real deep knowing of ourselves. Interesting. Okay, so let's see what's next for your tarot. We've got 10 of Cups reversed and Wheel of Fortune. So here's what I'm getting for this. 10 of Cups is usually a card when it's upright of emotional fulfillment. It's like what we've always wanted. It's on the typical card, it's, a family, a wife, husband, kids, a couple dogs, and there's a house in the background. It's kind of like they're all celebrating and there's a rainbow and it's all very magical. This is our life. Oh my gosh, amazing. And it's really beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy. And so I feel like this is past energy. I feel like what has happened to you in the past, like it was almost like a falsity. It was almost like things happened that weren't expected. Maybe like you were married before, maybe you had a family before, maybe something that was an emotional fulfillment to you didn't pan out the way that you expected, and it was deeply hurtful. And with all these cups here, that's all emotions and relationship, deeply, deeply hurtful, and just wasn't what you had signed up for. But the thing is, we have the Wheel of Fortune right next to it. So I feel like what happened is no longer. Like Wheel of Fortune represents cycles, the like karmic cycles, like the Wheel of Fortune, Wheel of Fortune, the tick tick tick, we're spinning the wheel again. But this time, like I feel like this was karma. Okay, this is something that needed to happen to us to learn so that we can show up to a real relationship, to something really beautiful in a very healthy way. Because if we had stayed in what we were, it wasn't going to bring us any kind of fulfillment. It wasn't going to bring us joy, peace, positive career. So I feel like the more that we heal this, the more that we show up in our life in a healthy way, in a super, super, super loving way, that this Wheel of Fortune is a good luck card. So I feel like the wheel is turning in our favor. What once was, the end of a nasty karmic cycle, Spirit is like asking us to trust and believe that there's a new horizon here, that there's some new luck happening for us. Interesting. Okay, then we also have our dragon cards. We have Fire and Water Dragon. Make sure I'm still filming. Yes. Fire and Water Dragon and Air and Fire Dragon. Fire, water. Oh, okay. So the only thing that we're missing here is Earth energy. Sneaky Suspicion, grounding energy would be fantastic. Because when we're not grounded, we have a tendency to kind of live in robotic, habitual ways that don't necessarily serve us, which is why grounding is so important. But with this Fire and Water Dragon, this says, enables your life to flow with loving force. Yeah, that curiosity, that just kind of going with the flow, kind of just being open, playful. Prepare for change and to move forward quickly. Expect the unexpected. Have fun. So definitely getting that curious mindset, that playfulness, that life is going to twist, turn upside down. Very Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Okay, so his life, sorry, that's the song that popped in my head, I gotta go with it. That is kind of what happened for Will back in the day, and it was a huge change, but he adapted with it, he flowed with it, he brought humor to it, he whatever. But it's kind of like a tower card, like things are going to happen unexpectedly, it's a lot of fun, but it's like a fun, like a kid's, like a playful tower. It's like, hey, things are going to happen. It's kind of like going back to that childhood, like birthday party, like, oh, that's going to be a birthday party. Wonder what's going to be there. So approach it from a place of fun and whimsy rather than terrifying terror. Okay. And then we have Air and Fire Dragon, expands your creative energies. Harness your creativity, excitement, and enthusiasm. Communicate your passion. So there's definitely, I have a feeling that this is going to be in line with your career here. There's a lot of orange here. Orange is very sacral chakra energy. And I'm just getting a sense of, this blue is throat chakra energy. So communicate your passion. So there's something here, this volcano erupting, like it's a very fiery, passionate energy. Air and fire. Air is action, mental clarity, and fire is very fiery, driven, ambition, action. And it's swords energy is air energy. So long story short, in order for you to thrive in 2022, okay, we're still maintaining that playfulness, that no matter what happens, whatever comes up, all of the surprises, we're going to be playful about it. And in order to thrive in 2022, we are going to embrace our creative energies and throw ourselves into all of the gifts that we've been given with passion and enthusiasm. And we're not going to be afraid to speak our passion, however that may relate to you. Interesting. Like these messages are kind of like a little bit all over the place, but hopefully it resonates for you. At the end of the day, it's about kind of stepping into a healthy version of ourselves. So we've also got, do I want to take, yeah, I'll just take all these at the same time. Okay, so we have Valaris, she who flies, dare, do, reach, and we have Audaz, don't know, the Audaz, she who resists, fearless, justified, resistant. We have Leo, shine, and then we have Capricorn, achieve. So the energy that I'm getting here, so especially in regard to our creative passions, there is something about the shining energy of Leo. Leos are very fiery, strength energy. Capricorns, hard workers. They are achievers. Goats would rather be on the sides of a mountain than comfortable on flat land. Isn't that crazy? But it's true. So I feel like it's really about, I'm kind of getting a sense of stepping out in regard to your creative passions, your pursuits, and trusting it, and trusting the flow and the curiosity and the playfulness of it all, rather than this is how I have to create my fortune, but instead to be less robotic about it or controlling about it really, and instead to just go with the flow of it and enjoy the journey of it and embrace it like childhood, like sense of play, like, oh my gosh, I get to do this. Can you believe I get to do this? Because she who flies, Valaris, dare, do, reach. This is about, she flies close to the sun. She feels the warmth on her skin. She flies high. She can see things from a different perspective. And I feel like in 2022, a way for you to thrive is to see everything from a different perspective, that we don't have to go back to an old version of ourselves of, this is how I create my stability. This is how I create my foundation. Instead, I get to go with the ebbs and flows and kind of put myself out there and see where it takes me. She is not afraid. She's fearless. She's not afraid to fly elsewhere, to up and move, to another place, to another land. She's not stuck in her nest, kind of like, when is this going to happen for me? She'll just be like, I'm out of here. Like, this isn't working. I'm out of here. I'm going to move on to the next thing, or I'm going to do it a different way. Because with this Audaz, fearless, justified, resistant, she who resists, I have a feeling like this feels very past energy to me. This feels like the other guy screwed me over, so I killed him. Like she's got a bloody weapon in her hand. There is something about not showing up in 2022, feeling wounded, feeling untrusting, to not have walls up. Like she's resisting the future. It's almost like she is resisting the goodness, the blessings, the joys that can happen, because I feel like she's so afraid that things are going to go the way that they've always gone, that she's like, I'm just going to hang on to this knife until I got to cut a guy, I'm sure I'm still filming. So yeah, I feel like in regard to your career, I feel like this is about being ambitious. It's about playing. It's about achieving. It's about working hard toward your dreams. But it's about understanding like we don't know everything, and that's okay. It's about flowing. It's about continuing to take the baby steps. There's a saying, chop wood, carry water, or, if you can't go out to sea, stay home and mend your nets. So where you feel like things aren't progressing, it's like, don't try and force it. Just kind of like take a step back, see things from a different perspective, see if you can do it from a different way. Like continue to take those little baby steps toward what you want to create, towards your passions. Because Capricorn is slow and steady wins the race. And they will achieve. But this is also something about, like, it's a huge change for you to be in the spotlight. It's a huge change for you. Like Leos aren't afraid of the spotlight. They are Very strong, very resilient. I mean, look at that mane. I mean, that is like hair that needs to be seen. They have willpower, they have confidence, they have, you know, they're the king of the jungle. So I feel like Spirit in 2022, in order for you to thrive and live rich fully, live life to the fullest, that this is about not being afraid to shine, not being afraid to be seen. I feel like you've spent a lot of your life hiding and focusing on other people, you know, with that codependency and, you know, healthy boundaries, and you know, that you've kind of like always been there for other people. And this is like, this is your time to step out into the spotlight. This is your time to shine. And with this 1 here, 1 plus 0 equals 1. So 10 reduces down to 1. There's something about an end of a cycle, like the finality of something, stepping into a new sense of our authority, of our purpose, our independence, our individuality. Like that is what we are achieving in 2022. Is a sense of ourselves, is a sense of our own security, our own protection, and doing it in a really super healthy way. Okay, so we've got our goddess cards here. I might go to the book on some of these guys because I don't know if I know all of these, but Isis, rebirth. Yes, you're absolutely rebirthing. With the 7 here, 2 plus 5 equals 7. 7, highly intuitive number. It's about spirituality. It is personal growth. And I feel like you are stepping into like old pile 3 is, you know, came from a very people pleasing, codependent, not equal give and take. You give, 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 give. Sure, I'll hear your story for 8 hours. And now we are rebirthing. We are birthing into a very strong sense of ourselves. We are rebirthing into a balanced version of ourselves, into a confident version of ourselves. And we are just growing. And it's very scary because when you're rebirth, you're a little baby. But we are growing exponentially and very quickly. And a lot is going to shift and happen for us. But Spirit really wants us to trust this because it's all meant for us. And then with this radical acceptance here, and the 6 here, and 6s represent happiness and harmony in the home, which is, for me, that's kind of what 6s represent oftentimes. And with that 10 of cups reversed, I feel like that there wasn't happiness and harmony in the home, but that we're kind of accepting the past. We are fully, flat out, just accepting all that was. We're not trying to change the narrative of how it went. We're not trying to fix anything. We're not trying to figure it out. It's just like, that happened, and it's fucking done. For lack of a classier way to say it. But a radical acceptance of self. 6s also represent love, healing, service. And I feel like there's also something about not operating out of old wounds. I feel like Spirit is really asking us right now, kind of collectively across the board, to clap our hands and applause at ourselves at how far we've come, to not be the broken record of woundedness, and instead to be like, I'm bringing something new to the table here. I am bringing a new sense of myself. Like I don't always have to be broken and wounded all the time. Like I get to stand on my own 2 feet. This is a person that Freya is a Norse god who would take the wounded. How does this go? Like during battle, she would take the wounded to go and heal. So I feel like it's a radical acceptance of all you've been through, and it's okay to take the time out to go back and heal. Okay, but it's also not a time to just stay broken. It's a time to heal so you can get back out there. Okay. And then with this 35, this illusion here. Okay, 8 is about our personal power. It's about our authority. And I feel like, and also like business goals, you know, that kind of thing. But, you know, Maya, in regard to illusion is all about, is a card about, not everything being illuminated for us, that there's this illusion that we are separate, that we have to figure it out all on our own, when Spirit is asking us to co-create with them. Like, Spirit, take the wheel. That it's the illusion of, I'm all by myself here and I have to figure it out. And Spirit's like, you got us. So in 2022, the way to live your life to the fullest is to understand we are going through this rebirth, to accept all that has happened to us, to heal, to own it, and to move on, and to understand that we cannot control any longer, that we have got to co-create with spirit. And I'm telling you guys, like, I feel like this is a pile that doesn't necessarily like the spotlight. Like, you're more a pile that would much rather work quietly behind the scenes or work for other people. And spirit's like, with this Leo card here, you know, sorry to tell you, but I feel like they have bigger plans for you. I feel like spirit is asking, you know, the more spiritually evolved to really step up and be leaders because the world needs it. So we'll see what else comes out here, but we've got, okay, Woodwives, adaptability, and stars in the sky, limitless possibility. So Woodwives is about, what's really interesting. We had the two dragons, and I said all that was missing was the earth, and here we've got the earth. So there's definitely an aspect of balance, 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 and pile number 3 here, my black tourmaline pile. Because Woodwives is about adaptability. It is about having really strong roots, grounding yourself, to understand that grounding yourself, you know, the importance of it. When I say grounding yourself, that is keeping your feet fully planted on the ground. You know, oftentimes when we get like stuck in our heads, we can kind of spin off in space. And, you know, like if you have one of those days where you've got 26 things to do and you end up getting into a car wreck or, you know, something happens because you're just not 100% focused. And when we're grounded, okay, we're very present. And so we can see everything that's going on. We take things a little bit slowly. Slow and steady wins the race. So Woodwives, adaptability. There's something about growing really strong roots and understanding what that means for ourselves, so that when the fire comes through, that we're not burned by the fire, because we've always got our feet firmly planted on the ground. We can't flow away. We can't burn away. We can't, you know, no matter what season it is, we're grounded. We're earth energy. And we've got another 10 here. So 1010 could mean something to you. Look that up. The spiritual meaning of 1010. But it's the end of the cycle. We're starting over. We're starting fresh. And we are stepping into our own independence, our individuality, our own sense of self. Yeah. And then with the stars in the sky, we've got limitless possibility. And so spirit is just really saying like, hey, anything is possible. Okay, things that you didn't even believe to be possible. And I think that's why they don't want you controlling too much, because they're like, just be curious, because we've got way more blessings than you could possibly imagine. Like, your version keeps you in a very small box of possibility. Okay, you're going to make, you know, $12 an hour, and then, you know, in 15 years you can travel somewhere, and then, you know, 26 years you can buy a house. And spirit's like, you know, if you just let us take the wheel and you just kind of did what you were passionate about and emotionally fulfilled and, you know, have purpose, and you'd be surprised like how we can align things for you. Very interesting. Okay, and then we've got Spirit of Air and White Buffalo. I'm actually going to read these because I don't remember what these are. So Spirit of Air, that's swords energy, which is all about like mental clarity. It is about action. Okay, clarity and expansive perception of life is emerging. You're being advised to see life from a higher perspective. Clear out mental clutter. Breathe. All is well. Do not be concerned. The cobwebs are being cleared away. Communicate your truth. Take care of details. Pay attention and don't let things slip through the cracks. Take time to hear the truth of others. Spirit is whispering to you. Open your mind to see a situation in a new light. The Spirit of Air represents the mental aspect of your life. It's the part that has the capacity to discern, analyze, organize, evaluate, and judge. Though seemingly subtle and unseen, air is composed of the most rarefied energy fields, and we're in constant communion with the vast universe through our breath. The Spirit of Air carries the energy of change and transformation, inspiration, aspiration, mental clarity, freedom, perception, communion, and communication. The element of air also allows you to see situations from a higher perspective. Oh my gosh, we've got higher perspective all over this. This card can indicate that it's time to do some major clutter clearing and organizing. And you guys, that can be in your home, that can be within, okay? Interesting, interesting. Okay, and then we've got white buffalo. Abundance and security are flowing into your life. All things are possible. Balance and harmony prevail. You may be called upon to stand up for others, but you can do this because you have the support of many beings in the spiritual realm. In Native American traditions, there are prophecies about the coming of the white buffalo, especially among the Lakota, Dakota, and Nakota, or the Sioux. There's a legend that white buffalo calf woman, a mystical being, came to the people a very long time ago. When they were out of balance, she gifted the people with a sacred bundle containing the white buffalo calf pipe to help restore the balance. Upon leaving, the white buffalo calf woman prophesied that she will return at the end of an age and that she will appear as a white buffalo calf. In recent times, white buffalo calves have been born, leading many to believe that this is the beginning of a new time. When this card chooses you, it's an honor, for it speaks of a time of miracles and balance in all things. Definitely balance, balance in this reading as well. You are a channel for the greater forces in the universe. With their help, all is possible, but without it, things can be a struggle. Surrender to support from the Great Spirit. You do not have to do everything alone. So again, releasing that grip of how things need to be done, allowing Spirit to take the wheel, co-creating. Beautiful. You guys have a big 2022 ahead. I love it. Okay, let's see what blessings are coming in for our pile threes. Blessings for pile threes. Oh my gosh, we have to do the Oracle Taylor as well. Okay, we'll do the Oracle Taylor before. It's 2022, y'all. I can't forget Taylor. Okay, so Taylor Swift lyrics, the Oracle Taylor. You guys, I finally got some Red Album in here. You're welcome. Okay, so for my pile threes, my black tourmaline, what have we got? Oh, we've got a lot. Oh my gosh, we have way too many. That's okay. I know better, but I still feel you all around. So you guys take these how they resonate, because some of these might be very distinct messages for somebody. But in regard to relationships, I feel like there's energy that we're toying with. So there's two things here. One, I feel like there's energy that we're toying with that we need to let go and release that no longer serves us. The second thing, so this could be twin flame energy. This could be old relationship, old wounds, old divorce, old, ex relationship. But this could also be someone wanting to communicate with you from the other side. Like, because this is a song about her Aunt Marjorie. Aunt Marjorie, I think, Marjorie. I know better, but I still feel you all around. So it's like, I know better than to believe that you're still here, but I still feel you all around. So there may be someone from the other side wanting to communicate with you, just FYI, or just knowing, like, if you're into tarot readings, then you probably are open to that, but you may not have been in the past, or you may not be right now, but that's another way to look at that. Okay, so take that how it resonates. Then we have, you're a bandit like me, eyes full of stars, hustling for the good life, never thought I'd meet you here. It could be love. We could be the way forward, and I know I'll pay for it. So this is about seeing somebody. It's about two bandits, two con artists that meet and fall in love. And the one is like, man, I know I'm gonna get conned here, and I'm going for it anyway. So this might be about like a lot of fear about getting into an old relationship, a fear of this person's gonna con me like the other one did. Okay, so take that how it resonates. The song is called Bandit Like Me, I believe. So you might want to listen to that song, see what it might have for you. And then we have, this slope is treacherous, this path is reckless, the slope is treacherous, and I like it. So I feel like this is about potential new love and feeling that we are so scared to move forward. And it's like, oh man, I've been here before, gonna get raked over the coals, but oh my God, I love this. It feels so good. And it's not necessarily like a bad song. Like, these lyrics kind of feel like, oh my God, what are they getting into? But it's just kind of like that feeling of like feeling on the edge of a cliff. Like, man, if I jump into this, am I going to die or am I going to fly? but saying like, I can't not do it because, man, that's love. Am I right? Who's in love, pile 3? What's going on over there? And then we have, maybe we got lost in translation. Oh, all too well. Oh boy, you guys. You picked the epic song, folks. Maybe we got lost in translation. Maybe I asked for too much. Maybe this thing was a masterpiece till you tore it all up. I remember it all too well. So we are definitely, there's some reminiscing energy. Definitely some reminiscing energy here. Yeah, and this, this also might be part of the healing process, like trying to figure out what happened. Like, what happened? Did this happen? Did I do this? Did you do this? And maybe it was great until you screwed it up. Like it's kind of just being stuck in our heads about something. And if you write a song about it, that's much healthier than if you just ruminate on it for 146 years. So take this how that resonates. But ultimately, at the end of the day, we only want to be in the past when we're healing, because we want to heal those things so we can move forward in a healthy way. And it doesn't matter, whether or not we point fingers, whose fault it was. It just doesn't matter. It's like, how are we going to heal the situation? How are we going to not heal the situation even, but how are we going to heal ourselves is the real question. And then we have no more keeping score now. I just keep you warm. No more tug of war now. I just know there's more. No more keeping score now. I just keep you warm. And my waves meet your shore ever and ever more. I love that there's waves meet your shore, because to me, that's more about the flow. It's like we're not keeping score. There's no tit for tat. It's just about my waves meet your shore, and we're just going with the flow forever and ever more. So this, I feel like, is also that new love energy, or repairing something, repairing a sense of ourselves that we can show up in a healthy and balanced way. I love this sentiment. I like this one, you guys. And I can't remember the name of this song. Maybe it's I don't know. It's not Evermore. But if you Google the lyrics, you can get the whole song. You should definitely try and listen to all these songs, because it's Taylor, but also because there might be some more gems in here for you. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, and the last one. Sorry, it's a lot of Tay-Tay, but we love her. Regretting him was like wishing you never found out that love could be that strong. This is from Red. Yeah, so there's deep wounding and deep hurt, and that is part of humanity, man. Regretting him was like wishing you'd never found out that love could be that strong. It's like having regrets about the past and being like, oh, why did I have to love that deeply? Because it hurts so much. And this could be any kind of situation where we're having to kind of step out in faith and just trying. So take Taylor how it resonates, you guys. Okay, we're going to move on to blessings. But obviously there's more specifics, so we'll just kind of see take it how it resonates. Okay, so for my pile 3s, what blessings? Oop, that one definitely wants to come out. Blessings are coming in. Power, love it. Blessings for my power 3, for my pile 3, for my power 3s. Purity, unicorn. Too many love muffins. Can I get one more for my pile 3s with blessings? Okay. We've got beautiful. Okay, so we've got dragon, power. Beautiful. There's an 11 here, which is a master number. It is about spiritual leadership. It's about psychic gifts, divine inspiration, synchronicity, amazing, beautiful things. I'm actually going to read this one. I don't know that I've ever gotten this card. I didn't even know it was in the deck. I use this deck all the time. Power. Within you dwells the remarkable power to manifest your dreams, gain great riches, and activate ancient wisdom. Take back your power and express your strength with grace.
I'm going to read all of this one because why not? This card suggests it's time to step into your power and take charge of your life. Look to see if there's anyone in your life who is trying to run the show. Speak your truth and take back authority of your own life. You're ready to stand in your strength. If you lost or given away your authority to someone or something else, it's now time to reclaim it. If you're holding on to limiting beliefs or if you're afraid of being shunned, judged, or ostracized, it's time to let go of those limitations. Release any fear of misusing your gifts. True strength doesn't dominate or manipulate. It's a gift from the Creator that dwells within you. You have the spiritual power that's born of sacred love, wisdom, and grace. This ability can heal others and bring light into the darkness. You are a radiant, glorious being. Dragon Spirit at your side is a mighty ally. He empowers you with healing and restorative abilities. He helps you overcome any obstacle and he protects you in all areas of your life. Beautiful. Then we have Unicorn Purity. No matter what happened in your life, step into your innate innocence. You have a pure soul. You're a child of the Creator. Let go of the past and see the world with new eyes, and almost miraculously, wonders will abound. This card can appear when you are ready to step into the innocence of a child. Oh my gosh, we were totally talking about that earlier, about being like playful, curious, childlike, and see the world with the eyes of wonder. Traditionally, unicorns represent purity, innocence, hope, faith, high ideals, and miracles. When you stop looking at the world through the lens of your past, you'll find how fresh and wondrous the universe truly is. The past doesn't need to define you. Know that life can begin fresh and new. Yes, and that was kind of the recurring theme of like not being broken and wounded anymore, and instead kind of like moving out of that energy into this fresh newness, into like a wholeness and a completion and like a new narrative. This card can also appear when there is the need for inner purification and renewal. Take time to release what doesn't serve and support you in life and watch the miracles unfold. Unicorns are also symbols of miracles, magic, and enchanted living. This legendary creature can call the seemingly impossible into reality. If you have a dream that has eluded you for a while, this card is letting you know that all things are possible. The purity of your heart is emerging, and it's time for sweet innocence to flood your being. Purify your life, step into your innate innocence, and believe in miracles. They are coming. I'm telling you, you guys, anytime I've ever planned something into my life, like working hard at, owning my own bakery or my own photography business or, like whatever it was, being an actor in Los Angeles for 8 years, nothing ever panned out when I tried to make it happen in like a very rigid, strategic way. It was more like when I released the reins of things is when the most exciting things have ever happened in my life. Things magically aligning for me, jobs popping up out of nowhere. So there's also something here too about just kind of trusting with the universe and not being so rigid about how things happen, because there is magic out there and we need to remember the magic and not just account for the number crunching of it all and the goal orientedness of it all, but to like leave room for the magic to happen. And then the last blessing, there's tons of blessings coming in 2022, but one of the final blessings for you in this reading, we got a master number 33 here, which is a number of visionaries. It's leaders that help heal and inspire us. And that's kind of popped up a couple times in this reading. You helping the universe, championing underdogs. And here this is about stillness. And in this stillness, we see our worth, we see our beauty, we see that we are beautiful, gorgeous swans, we see our reflection, we love what we see. In the stillness, it's like we see our life and ourselves as beautiful. We're not just reflecting in sadness, we're reflecting on everything that's beautiful in our lives. Oh, pile threes. Interesting reading. So the last little thing, I'm just going to get a little nugget here, you guys. But if you like this video, please like it. Please share and subscribe. If you like this video, it will also go into all your liked videos. And later on in the year, when you're like, what was that video again? What did she say? Like, I need to kind of like be amped up. I need to kind of that reminder, little Eye of the Tiger montage movie, when you're feeling in like not great, it's great to go back to something that's like, oh, right, like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And so liking the video will also kind of keep it close to you. But yeah. Okay, Spirit, one last little nugget from my black tourmaline pile. One last little nugget from my black tourmaline pile. not. There we go. I am open and responsive to the abundance of the universe. Absolutely. Just the belief in abundance, the belief that you, in this limitless possibility, the belief that you can have it all. Ah! I am curious about my true nature. I seek to understand myself. Curiosity, curiosity, curiosity. I friggin' love when they do that. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you to your guides, my guides, our angels, our ancestors. Thank you for all coming together to make this reading possible. You guys, if you like this video, please like it. Please share. Please subscribe. Hit the little bell so you know when the next video drops. And I will see you all in my next video. 2022, you guys. Amazing year for you. Stepping into your power of being your whole and complete and healthy self. Goodbye. Hi, my pile fours. If you chose this amethyst, this is your reading for how we can best live our lives to the fullest in 2022. A few things, you guys. I have tried to do this reading 3 times the other night, and it just wouldn't go through. Like my phone just kept turning off, turning off, turning off. So I don't know what the deal was, but we're doing it again. I pulled completely new cards. You guys got a ton of cards. Pulled completely new cards, and maybe I wasn't channeling the message properly. Like, I don't know, but maybe it was just my phone. Who knows? But yeah, so we're going to try again. 18th time is a charm. And so yeah, so let's get into it. Fingers crossed. So first of all, usually when I pick these crystals, I just kind of pick what I haven't used in a while or whatever I think is prettiest at the time or whatever. But this time I actually pulled cards to get the crystals. So this crystal will be a part of your reading. So amethyst for me is a healing stone. It is a stone that's great for addiction. It is also a stone used to help us connect with our intuition. This purple third eye chakra color really helps us connect with our intuition. So there's something here about healing, potentially about addiction, about connecting with our third eye and our guides and angels. And then the card that was pulled, this amethyst card, I'm just going to quick skim, see if there's anything here. Amethyst is believed to assist in connecting with the big guy in the sky. Yes, so your intuition. Who needs it? Train wrecks who go off the rails on the wet and wild route to Bacchanalia. I think Bacchanalia is like one of those like hedonistic, when you're getting a little too crazy. Any Pisces, apparently. When to use it. When it's time to give up the victim routine and start living with purpose. Hold on tight to amethyst. And it says, get drunk on your highest self. So for some of you, this might be like a drinking addiction. If any of you are drinking a little bit too much right now. Interesting. Didn't connect that before, but yeah, I don't know. Take it how it resonates. You don't have to be a drinker to watch this. But yeah, when it's time to give up the victim routine and start living with purpose. Okay, so that was your first card. This is the card that the card that I recently pulled. So 4th pile, here we go. This is your message from Spirit. Dear you, the simple yet powerful law of cause and effect means everything is in relationship. Every action on earth has a consequence, and even in the spirit world, there is a consequence for every action taken on your behalf. Right now, you're facing conditions that were set in motion by past decisions. Consequences are coming into being in your favor. They will remind you that making good choices and listening to your intuition pay off. If some things are a little off and uncertain, know that whatever you are facing, you can step beyond it just by using your imagination and acting on that instead of reacting to what is being presented. Everything you think and do has far-reaching reverberations in the web of life. Move to higher ground and have faith that what goes around comes around. The universe is always self-correcting anyway. Isn't that amazing? How we adore you. Interesting. So there's something about our choices, the choices that we made in the past and how they're affecting us now. I have a feeling that this is probably a group that has gone through some karma. But because this says that consequences are coming into being in your favor, I feel like you've helped to shift a lot of that. Like you've grown, you've done some healing, and now you're going to see like some benefits from that. And so it's just kind of like a little pat on the back and a little reminder that, hey, the more good choices that you make, the more you follow your intuition, the more you follow your heart, the more it's going to pay off for you. Interesting, interesting. So let's see what your main cards are here. We have I'm sorry and justice. I'm sorry, defenselessness, righting past wrongs, uprooting. Oh my gosh. So justice could not be more cause and effect. The justice card, is about balance, about like, it's absolutely a cause and effect card. So it's like you're going to get justice for whatever you deserve to get justice from. And I feel like, again, because this is a promise of things coming to being in your favor, I feel like you've been through a lot in the past. With this, I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. So there's somebody on there. So we've got some regrets here for sure. There's somebody on their knees. They're really sorry. With this twinning here, this could be twin flame relationship stuff. Whenever I see twinning, I always mention it, but it doesn't have to be. So there's something in the past that we feel really regretful about. Something about these roots, like the roots that we've put down. Oh my gosh, yeah. And then there's like people here, which I didn't even notice before. Something about like the roots that we put down, maybe like where we've put down our roots, we've got regrets about. But this is about like dropping the ego. This card is about dropping the ego and kind of showing up in a way that is open and curious. Like curiosity, I was in another pile too. Like that's like I keep getting that a lot with the collective. Like be curious rather than defensive. When we have hurts and we're triggered, we can tend to see things as personal attacks rather than as opportunities for healing. So there's some regrets here. We're sorry, but we want to make sure that we're using this as an opportunity for healing rather than for going down a spiral of regret. Okay. And I feel like we are, because we have this justice card here. I feel like two different things. Because we have asked forgiveness for something, we're reaping the rewards of that, A, or B, that when we do say that we're sorry for something, speak our regrets, speak our truth, then we will reap the rewards. Interesting, you guys. I've never received a pile like this. Okay, so pile 4. So we've got some regrets here. We've got some cause and effect. We've learned some major lessons here. Justice is coming for us, but things are working out in our favor. Okay, so the next cards we have here are, let's see, we've got the 5th house, which is passion, and Scorpio, investigate. And then I'll do these 3 after. I'm going to read this one because passion means a lot of different things. Scorpio, I know this card because I have a Scorpio moon. Scorpios are major transformers. They're the deep divers. This is about not staying on the surface of things and diving deep into the cause and effect, the why things happen, the why we are the way that we are. This is about dropping assumptions and asking questions. Like what motivates our situations, or like what motivates us in our situations. Scorpio's also highly sexual. So, how there might be like sexual dynamics, like how do those play out, like in regard to a potential addiction? And I'm not saying anybody's, sex addicts here, but there's a lot of way to be addicted to things. With Scorpio, usually there's some kind of like sexuality at play underneath the surface of things sometimes. Scorpio's highly intuitive, highly intuitive. And it's not giving a frog sack about the opinions of others. Okay, it's kind of like trusting our own intuition over the opinions of others. Let me read this one because this one is, where did it go? If I can find it, just kidding. Because passion can mean a lot of different things, or it does mean a lot of different things in the 5th house. Okay, the 5th house speaks of our capacity to love in the form of affairs, romance, self-expression, creative processes, investments, and performance. So the action here is ponder your loves and longings, whatever activates your heart, and ask yourself what you love enough to share with the whole world. The fifth house asks you to believe in yourself and put this activated heart into action. Think of what activates the sparkly magic you feel when your artistic muse plays with you. Remember what stirs the first twinkle in the eye of a new relationship, the luminous quality of the beginnings of a love affair. No matter your age, your inner adolescence sparks your creative process. To nurture that spark, be playful, grab a spontaneous moment, and let your imagination wander. Look for a work culture that encourages playful, creative risk-taking and adventurous collaboration and exploration. This is where the juicy new ideas arise. To form a good foundation for partnership, don't skip the courtship. Learn how to bring each other joy and come back to renew that spark in the years ahead. The fifth house also speaks of the children of the heart, of the arts, and of the body. The desire for a child, a love affair, the first stirrings of a book or sculpture, or the first notes of a song are the sparks for this creation. The fifth house asks you to take a risk, and you may need to invest in materials and be disciplined to manifest your desires. Let your light shine. Let it be a gift to all the world. Your instructions are to play, create, love, inspire, and be glorious. So it could be called passion. It could be called romance. But like when I think of things in a romantic nature, I don't just think of like love romance. I think of like snowfall as romantic. Fairy dust is romantic. It's anything that's like whimsical, magical, anything that you're passionate about that stirs your heart, that kind of just makes you like see the magic and sparkle in everything. So in regard to the other cards, I feel like to live our lives to the fullest is to really follow our heart, our passion, that spark, that inner joie de vivre, whatever gets us going, to trust that. And then to also kind of analyze, like, why is that? Why is this being asked of me? Why is this happening now? Why is this, what does this all mean for me? To really analyze it, and as the way that Scorpios do. Interesting. Okay. And I feel like this is also so that we don't have more regrets. So we don't have to say, I'm sorry again. It's to like live our life in a new way, because as I've said before a lot in the collective prior, like in my daily readings over on Instagram, it's kind of like out with the old, in with this new version of ourselves, with this version of who we want to be moving forward. And so I feel like it's like karmic, like let the karmic stuff go, who we were go, and kind of step into a new sense of self and really embody that and be empowered by it, so that we don't have to go through that karmic shit anymore. Okay, next three cards we've got dragon cards. We have Lilac Fire Dragon, transmutes through the power of divine love. Open up to a transcendent love and enlightenment. This is like a love pile, you guys. Okay. Purity of heart brings peace, hope, and joy. And I don't just mean like romantic love, but this is like a heart. I shouldn't say love. It's like a heart pile, living your life with heart. Yeah, so transmuting is like taking something negative and mutating it into positive. It's not like letting it go. It's not like pretending it doesn't exist. It's changing. It's almost like stirring it into something different with our own intuition and our own magic. Open up to the transcendent love and enlightenment. Purity of heart brings peace, hope, and joy. And I feel like this is just bringing like a purity of your heart to this situation, like this passion. It's really interesting that those lined up together. Bringing your heart space to a situation rather than, hurt, your mind, regret, pain, and instead like bring your whole heart, go whole hog on what really lights you up in ways that are peaceful, hopeful, joyful, compassionate. And then we've got Thor's red, black, and gold dragon. These cards crack me up. I don't know. They're kind of goofy. Anyway, protects you in times of change, a time of rapid transition and transformation. Relax. You are safe. So I feel like for this pile, because we've been through so many karmic lessons, because we've been through a lot, we've got a lot of regret. It's scary to move forward in a new way because old ways are so comfortable. I'm just gonna make sure I'm still, yeah, okay. Old ways are so comfortable and we know them and they're familiar, and it feels like dying to change sometimes. And here it's saying like, enjoy this transition, enjoy living a life of not having to say sorry, enjoy a life of fulfillment and passion and introspection and heart space. Like, just enjoy it because you're divinely protected. That's what I'm getting here. Like, enjoy the wild ride because we got you. Then we have Alpha Dragon. Harness the divine masculine power of creation. Destroy the old, visualize your dream, help to manifest a new world. Yeah, I mean, that is absolutely a, and with this black, like all this protection energy, black represents protection in crystals. And so this destroying of this old version of ourselves and stepping into a self that we visualize for ourselves, even if we don't feel it, like fake it till you make it. Absolutely. Visualize who you want to be and step into that role. Help to manifest a new world. Alpha Dragon is a lot of masculine energy. It is an action-oriented dragon. It is powerful. It is, action-oriented. So this isn't a stagnant energy. It's like a make the change to be who you want to be. Like, destroy the old, Game of Thrones style. Like, just get rid of it and start fresh in this gorgeous, like, touchy-feely, yummy heart space right here. Because you're going to be safe. You're okay. Like, it's okay to feel. It's okay to live a passionate existence. It's okay to follow your heart. Because we know that when we don't, what that is, and it's just a bunch of having to say I'm sorry's. All right, next two cards we've got. We have Enid, she who doubts, fear, wariness, and trust. And Valencia, she who stands, resolute, implacable. I do not know how to pronounce that. And determined. So I really find it very interesting. They're like total juxtapositions of themselves. And so I feel like this is a group that is like so fearful and wary. Like, you guys have been through some shit. You guys have definitely had your hearts broken. You've definitely gone through a lot. Like, I think she even has a scar on her face. So you've seen some things. You've had some hurts. You've got some deep, deep, deep wounds. But this isn't about being fearful. Like, fear can protect us. Fear can save our lives. Fear isn't all bad. But when fear makes us stagnant and keeps us from living, when it keeps us small, when it tells us we're not good enough, when we're unworthy, that we can never be who we want to be, that our life is always going to be, whatever, that's when fear needs to like go to the wayside, needs to like fall off the bus. Because it keeps us living sad, small, dark existences. And instead, this resoluteness, this determination, this implacable, implacable. I have no idea. I do not know that word. You're welcome. There's my lack of ego for you. Like, I just don't know it. She who stands. It's like Spirit saying, like, this is who you want to be, because it's so scary to be out in the world. And I just want to hug you and be like, it's okay, little inner children. But Valencia is like, boom, got it, moving forward, we're doing it. Like, I love how this, it's just so funny. And they're even like facing different directions. Valencia could cut a bitch. Like, she's ready. This is a person that is going to just make the decision to move forward and stick to it. And Spirit wants you that resolute. Like Alpha Dragon. Destroy the old. I mean, my goodness. And then you've got Valencia here who's like determined, like she's going to do it. So yeah, living your life to the fullest is just about letting go of the fear and being resolute to be, just that determined person you've always wanted to be, to make the choices you've always wanted to be, and to not give an HWF, I don't even know what that means, about the future, about other people's opinions. Because this will create a life that you will love. Okay. What else have we got? Okay, so we've got, oh, cool. Okay. Weird. They look very similar. They're like little bones. Skybridge, possibility for union, and hollow bone, teachability. I'm going to read these two. This is a newer, all these cards are mostly newer decks except for these guys. So forgive me, but it helps me learn them as well. So possibility for union, and I'm also getting like twinning here as well, but we'll take that how it resonates. Not everything's about twin flames, damn it. But we have 11 and a 1, so 111. So I also feel like spirit, like I feel like you're a highly intuitive pile. If you don't know that, you are, especially with like picking an intuitive stone. There's a lot of purple here. Spirit may be speaking to you through numbers 111, 222, synchronicities like that. It's just to let you know that you're not alone. I mean, you can Google the spiritual meaning of those numbers on Google, but also it's just like spirit saying like, yes, you're on the right path. Yes, keep going. Like, keep doing the thing. Like, like we're here for you. You're divinely protected. Okay, Skybridge. Terminator 2. Sorry. You stand before a seemingly unbreachable abyss, and there is no possibility for retreat. The path behind you is no longer viable. Oh, I remember this card now. Okay, so this is like standing on the precipice of the cliff. Okay, you can't go forward, or you can't go backward. Okay, you're like on the edge of the cliff. Monsters are coming, whatever, and it's like you got to jump. Like there's, it's the only way forward is through, kind of energy. Or you have to act soon, though, or you run the risk of being stuck at the edge of the cliff forever. Life has brought you to this moment to offer you as yet undreamt of possibilities, but you must no longer postpone what you know to be inevitable. And yes, you're allowed a breath or two before the leap, so take a bit of time to yourself. Get away for a day or two of contemplation, or even for just a few minutes walk to clear your head. Muster your courage so that you may cross the sky bridge. Sky bridge appears when the moment is absolutely right for a quantum leap. Life believes you are ready, even if you do not agree. Remember not to confuse your true state of readiness with your plans and preparation. Respond with a determined yes and let the universe take care of the details. You need only hold on to your positive affirmation, and the way will become obvious as you take flight and clear the abyss. So yeah, it's like Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade. When he steps out into this like cavern and the little path appears underneath his feet. But in order for that path to appear, he has to take the step forward. So, this is about possibility for union, what needs to be connected or disconnected, and then just kind of having the faith to like do it. There's a quote that's been like popping up in my head like during a lot of these readings, and I don't know if it's a quote or just a thing, but if it's not a full body fuck yes, then it's a no. So whatever is that full body fuck yes, man, go for it, because they're just applauding that this year. Hollow bone. Teachability, humility, being empty so that the wind of spirit can breathe through you. The hollowing bone of an eagle is a flute for the shamans. Interesting. Didn't know that. Okay. The appearance of the hollow bone invites you to become empty of your notions of who you are, to check your ego at the door, and to know that this is not about you. Relinquish your need to be right and to express an opinion, as this will not change anything right now. You are being called to practice humility. Hollow yourself out, and hear the wind blow through you and play you like a flute. You will learn the language of the squall and the storm and understand the message in the summer breeze. There is an important communication waiting for you. Humility is the swiftest path for you to become like hollow bone. Drop all notions and titles that bolster your ego. Eliminate the doer and allow things to happen of their own accord. Remember, you can accomplish most anything if you are willing to let someone else take credit for it. Hollow bone has come to caution you to believe only 50% of what others think and only 10% of what you think. Trust your experience, not what you have read in sacred books or holy texts. This will allow you to turn apparent danger into opportunity. Remember that you are an insignificant grain of sand in the grand scheme of life, and as important as the brightest sun. There's definitely a feeling here of caring about what other people think. What other people think. I feel like there's kind of been that a couple times here, and also this beating ourselves up. Believe only 50% of what others think and only 10% of what we think. So half of the people around you are probably like, yay, you, and the other half suck balls. And to the ones who are not there to support any good change in your life, they should just go. Like I know that how hard that is, trust me. And only 10% of what you think, because 90% of what you think is probably really horrible about yourself if you're anything like me. It's human conditioning. We look at ourselves in the mirror and it's just like, oh God, like I have to go through today. Oh God, like this is what I look like. This is who I am. This is what I've done. This is, and we're not very kind to ourselves is my point. So listen to the 10% that still believes, the 10%, your inner child that's like, hey, I still like us, to go back to that childlike wonder, that curiosity, that humility, that teachability. It will work wonders for you. Yeah. And there's also something here about dropping the ego of who we think we're supposed to be. Not sure if I'm saying that right, but there's some ego here as well, of like, almost like it's hard to move forward for the sake of ego. And I feel like that stems from not feeling good enough or not feeling worthy. So take that how that resonates. Those are just kind of like recurring things that I've gotten here. Okay, and then you guys got so many cards. Okay, then we got White Buffalo, Sacred Mountain, and Spirit Keeper of the West. White Buffalo is a really great sign, and I can't remember why. This is about abundance and security are flowing into your life. All things are possible. Balance and harmony prevail. You may be called upon to stand up for others, but you can do this because you have the support of many beings in the spirit realm. And White Buffalo Calf Woman was a mystical being, came to the people, the indigenous peoples came to the people a very long time ago when they were out of balance. She gifted the people with a sacred bundle containing the white buffalo calf pipe and said upon leaving that she would return at the end of an age and then she would reappear as a white buffalo calf. In recent times, white buffalo calves have been born, leading many to believe that this is the beginning of a new time. When this card chooses you, it's an honor, for it speaks of a time of miracles and balance in all things. And I would also say new beginnings based on that information. So it's an auspicious card. It's a hopeful card. It's a new beginning card. It's a trust card. Yeah, it's really, I mean, with this regret and the I'm sorry's, it's like it's time to let go of regrets and just kind of be who we want to live into. It doesn't serve us to live in regrets and to live in old versions of ourselves. Sacred Mountain, be still and take the time to move into the silent place within yourself. Locate your internal source of power. Meditate, wait. Do not move forward until it feels right. Surrender to stillness. Do not take action. If you observe rather than react, you claim your power. So what I'm getting here is, because we had a very action-oriented card here, and I feel like the action is stepping into this divine sense of ourselves, into a new version of ourselves. But I feel like in regard to healing the past, maybe some relationship stuff or any issues you've got going on, maybe potential addictions, to let those things like wait right now. I feel like this is a time of learning, like for you to live your life to the fullest. I don't think this is through all of 2022, but the guidance here is to grow, learn yourself, with the Scorpio here to take the deep dive, become this new version of yourself. Don't wait on that. Do that immediately, yesterday, 5 months ago, 5 years ago. But don't move forward in action in regard to the big stuff until you feel like, I don't want to say I'm there because we're always growing and learning, but until you feel intuitively that it's right. And that's Machu Picchu, and I love it. Never been, really want to go. Yeah, so this is in peace, seek and discover your truth. Okay. And then Spirit Keeper of the West is transformation. Another transformation card. Transformation, letting go of the old Destroy the old. Spirit Keeper of the West. West Side. Sorry, you guys. Oh my God. I should have just kept the other videos. Okay. Spirit Keeper of the West. Transformation, letting go of the old, initiation, illumination, harvest. Gather your inner resources. If it doesn't feel right, don't go ahead. Case in point, okay? Don't move forward until the time's right, until you feel it in your gut, in your heart. Trust your heart. Chaos brings positive change. And remember, with this chaos, you are divinely protected. Okay, we got that Thor dragon or whatever. But you're divinely protected. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm getting to lose it. Almost all change comes out of turmoil. Don't be concerned if there's confusion in your life. It will all work out. Okay? This reminds us to slow down our rapid growth and harvest what we have attained. In the autumn, leaves are burned to make way for new growth. Release the dross in your life to make way for new growth. So yeah, I feel like it's like, again, just get rid of the old, step into this new version of ourselves, ponder it, love it, nurture it, care for it, become it, and then we can move forward with our big plans and big dreams. All right, the last three cards that we got is, they came out like that. These are all reversed, so I need to read these too. I'm sorry, you guys, I'm reading a lot. Who cares? So, Rhea, flow. Okay. Sometimes you may find yourself in a stagnant state where nothing seems to be moving. The flow between you and the universe is blocked. This can happen when you fear that your desires won't be met, and also when things are moving quickly and seemingly in a different direction from what you expected. The goddess Rhea reminds you that when you trust the flow state, you'll find an opportunity to flow around a bend you're not discovered yet. Her alignment task for you is to let go of the branch and allow yourself to be carried on the river of your life into parts of the river you have not yet traveled through. She will ensure that although you will experience unfamiliar and unexpected things, releasing the form of it will only result in the discovery of magic and miracles. Let go and allow the flow to do the rest. You'll be amazed at how effortless life becomes. Ah, my little pal fours. You know, so much weariness and lack of trust and fear, you know, if we just flow. And it's scary because I feel like, again, I feel like this is a pile that really likes control, really likes to control their life, really likes to be, you know, have everything kind of neat and tidy. And this is the trajectory of my life. And this is how everything's going to go. And I feel like with all this karma, all this, like, I'm sorry, is the regrets that we have, the life that we've built, that I feel like up to this moment, we may be questioning our purpose, our passions, questioning our heart, like, why did I make the choices I chose? And it's not about regret. It's about doing it differently, allowing ourselves the grace to do it differently, allowing ourselves the grace to grow and to be different and to be who we've always wanted to be. And in this regard, let go of the fear, let go of the branch, and just let the river take you. You'll be amazed at where it takes you. Then we've got Spider Woman, co-creation. Please say I'm filming. Yes. Guys, got a good feeling about this. Okay. You must be accountable for your creations, especially when you discover they are not truly reflective of your authentic desires or reveal they belong to only your ego. Again, with the ego. It's not enough to turn your back and hope they will go away. If you have hurt someone else, you must repair the break. If you have manifested something you're not prepared to commit to, be humble and release it. The form is rarely the same as you imagined, and you can always begin again by calling on Spider-Woman's powers of wisdom and co-creation to help. Sometimes you might get caught up in the strands of the web itself, only following the one you think is sparkly and matches your wants. This fosters the illusion of separation. Spider-Woman offers you the alignment task of recalibrating your position. With her help, you can move out of seeing separation everywhere to seeing the truth that all life is interconnected and sacred. Yeah, and again with that Scorpio deep dive, it's deep diving to know our authentic desires. And that it's not about our ego and kind of like this idea of who we want to be. It's like, who are we truly? What will like truly fulfill us? If you have hurt someone else, you must repair the break. I'm sorry. Oh, my oh my gosh, pile fours. I feel so much regret, so much hurt, so much loneliness, so much confusion, just a lot of pain. A lot of pain. Because this is a pile that doesn't like to inflict pain, I don't feel like. Or maybe you've been inflicting pain and you're just kind of waking up to that, like, oh my gosh, all this time, like yeah. It's okay to look yourself in the mirror. We've all done things that we regret. Like, I've made some big shitty mistakes. So it's okay. It's okay, you guys. There's always another choice. Okay? It doesn't have to be like huge, good or bad, evil, right, wrong. You don't have to beat yourself up. There's always another choice. Just make another choice for next time. Make another choice in this second, and in this next second, and and in this next second. Okay, then we've got Lostra, new beginnings. Look to the potential hidden and promising connections and opportunities. The difficulty arises when you think you already know how something will go. You might do something prematurely or miss an amazing experience that's right in front of you because you're looking in another direction. The real lesson is not in whether something works out, but in how you manage your curiosity so you can experience something new. Life is for learning, and right now your alignment task is to be with what it is, which is perfect as it is. Look at the lessons in your life and how they're repeating. You will find that when you come to understand them, you'll know why your current situation. Oh my gosh! You will find that when you come to understand them, you'll know why your current situation happened. Everything has a purpose for new life. Even disappointments can turn into miracles. Trust that the goddess of the dawn, Eostre, it's Eostre, will bring light and hope in your heart for good cause. Even if it's different from what you expect, it's always beautiful. So I feel like what I'm getting a lot in my own life. So sometimes the cards remind me of my own life, and it kind of helps me to read it. So if this doesn't pertain to you, it doesn't. But in my own life, I feel like there's so many things I want to take action on to like fix it. And Spirit's like, no, like just do the inner work, like flow with the situation. Like, don't worry about the situation. Worry about becoming who you want to be. Worry about, living your life to the fullest. Worry about creating your future, fulfilling your destiny, being the best version of yourself. Focus on the things that I feel spiritually and intuitively guided to focus on right now, even though that's insanely hard with what I want to take action on. And I feel like that's kind of what's being asked of you here, is to step into the best version of yourself, to examine and kind of like become this person, create this life that you want, so that when potentially going back to these things or moving forward, like there's also not being tied down to an outcome, which is so fucking hard because we just want to know the answers, right? We just want to know it's all going to be okay. Like it's all going to work itself out. The way that I want it to go is how it's going to go. And Spirit's like, that's not what it's about. That's not what being the best version of ourselves is. The best version of ourselves, living life to the fullest, is living a life where nothing can break us or shake us because we're so able to flow with the outcomes of things. We're so able to flow with, when we have expectations, it's like the other thing that I'm getting a lot with the collective as well is like allowing Spirit to take the wheel, this co-creation card. That, our version is like, oh, let's show up to this thing right now in this little tiny box, and this is how it's supposed to go, and this person's going to do this, I'm going to do this, and then, this situation, this work career, this whatever. And Spirit's like, hello, we're on the card too. And they want us to co-create because there's something so much better And oftentimes it's healing, some kind of healing process that needs to take place so that the little tiny box, you know, it wouldn't have worked out well. But when spirit's co-creating, there is no box, and there's a million different ways to heal things and to make things work out and for the stars to align. Spirit absolutely wants to give us our heart's desire, but we can't be trapped in that fear of not knowing the outcome and being afraid of, you know, releasing our expectations. It's about flow. It's like, that's, you know, the Dalai Lama, Buddha, whoever can, you know, go into whatever kind of environment and be okay. And that's kind of what spirit is asking us to. They're asking us to up level, to spiritually awaken to the idea that we can do that too. And that's asking a lot. But yeah, it's about being secure in ourselves. It's about our little inner children being happy and whole and complete, and just kind of playfully seeing things curiously rather than being afraid to, like, you know, venture outside the playground. So, pile fours, a lot going on there, you guys. So let's quick get to the Oracle of Taylor, because it's 2022 and I can't have Taylor not in the house. So Taylor Swift lyrics, everybody. Let's find out. These tend to go more toward like love notes, so take it as it resonates. Sometimes they're very specific messages, not for everybody, but we'll see what comes out. Okay. A string that pulled me out of all the wrong arms right into that dive bar. Oh, there's my crying kid. Hold on, guys. Okay, I think she just had a bad dream, but we'll try again. A string that pulled me out of all the wrong arms right into that dive bar. Something wrapped all of my past mistakes in barbed wire. Chains around my demons, wool to brave the seasons. One single thread of gold tied me to you. Aww, I think this is from Invisible String. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful song. So I feel like this is about that expectation, about, you know, kind of wanting things to be the way that we want them sometimes. And this whole song is about, gosh, maybe it's not that song. Yeah, Single Gold. Yeah, it's called Invisible String, and it's just a bit about how we go through our lives, and then isn't it amazing how this invisible string tied one person to another person, and, you know, all the things that kind of needed to happen to kind of weave that magic, weave that story. And so I feel like that's about going with the flow, like trust the flow, because it will take you out of, you know, dangerous situations into, you know, cooler, calmer waters. And there might be a waterfall or two, but the ride will be worth it to get to, you know, things that are good for us. And I mean, these are beautiful lyrics, if I do say so myself. Something wrapped all of my past mistakes in barbed wire. Chains around my demons, wool to brave the seasons. That's beautiful. I want that for your hearts, you guys. Listen to that song, Invisible String, Taylor Swift, as only she can do. Because all I know is we said hello, and your eyes look like coming home. Aww. So I don't know how this pertains to, you know, like the I'm sorries and the regrets, but I feel like Spirit's just really asking you to trust, because I feel like there's a good outcome here. I mean, between Invisible String is like, just to me, like the most gorgeous, loving song ever. And then this one just being about, you know, meeting somebody and just being like, in your eyes, like there's home, like I see home. There's a feeling of home with you. So if you have any inclinations about a person or some kind of relationship stuff, like go with the flow, because something is coming to like protect all of those hurts and help heal them, and rather than to continue to jab and hurt and cause pain, you know. And anything that feels like home is usually a really good thing. And then finally, I knew you'd linger like a tattoo kiss. I knew you'd haunt all of my what ifs. The smell of smoke would hang around this long because I knew everything when I was young. So whenever I get this, I always think of twin flames. Because it's like, I knew everything when I was young. So I feel like this is somebody that's haunting you. This is someone from your past, potentially for some of you. It doesn't always have to go that way, but it's like something that you knew in your childhood, or when you were younger, and you know, it's lingered, it's haunted, it's been very nostalgic, very bittersweet. And so I feel like that's a lot of the I'm sorry, that's a lot of the regret. But again, like we have this Justice card, so that's like cause and effect. Again, let me just read this so that we're all feeling good. Consequences are coming into being in your favor, okay? So if you've been doing the healing work, if you're showing up as the, you know, as this person that's destroying the past and bringing the new into creation, like trust that justice is coming for you, trust that you deserve goodness, and trust that whoever this is going to be a dreamboat, because those songs say a lot. Okay, so let's get an angel card for you. There we go. Angel card, and then we'll get a little nugget, and then we will... Oh, and blessings. Oops, I forgot blessings. Okay, we'll get an angel card, and then we'll get blessings. Live your joy. Thank you, angels, for supporting me as I follow my joy. Jazzercise might mean something to you. Live your joy. Yeah, absolutely. That is exactly the stepping into the new. That passion card, the 5th house. Romance, passion, like go for it. And then the inner voice. Thank you, angels, for guiding me through my inner voice. Intuition. Okay, you guys, so live your joy. To follow your heart. Transform with all these little butterflies. Dance under the full moon. Rhythm gymnastics, like whatever you want to do, you guys. But live your joy, whatever makes you happy. And then be grateful for your intuition. Follow it. Always thank your angels, your guides. Thank you so much, God. You know, whoever that is for you, source, divine light, because they're here for you. You're divinely protected, and yeah, they've got a plan. And when we can't see it, it's frustrating, and it's so hard. We're still filming. Okay. What blessings are coming in from my pile of 4s? Okay, you guys. Blessings from my pile of 4s. Flow, Jesus Christ. Of Latter-day Saints. I freaking love it. I can't. Flow, flow, flow. Oh my God, you guys. It's a blessing. So like, it's happening. And I feel like you're doing it already. Like, it can't be a blessing if you're not doing it already. So you're getting there in 2022. You're just learning to flow. Holy crap. Which is fantastic. Gratitude, owl wisdom, and uncertainty. Owl wisdom. Owls are super, super sharp. They can see in the dark. They can see things from a higher perspective. So you're gaining immense wisdom this year. I feel like there's also something about taking flight with all this red, this root chakra energy, this safety, this security. Again, gratitude, just learning to be grateful for everything. There might be something about leadership in here for you with this stag here. And with a 6 here in flow, 6s always represent love, healing. For me, it's always like love and harmony in the home, but also like healing. Oops, that almost fell. And then with uncertainty, and then we have another 6 here. So 2 6s. Yeah, and just being of service. And I feel like with a 6, like that being of service, I feel like is a call to that releasing of ego, you know, to not, oh, even with leadership. Like, so maybe if you're in a position of leadership, to not do it from a place of ego. Take this as this resonates. This may not be for everybody, but to not lead with it from a position of ego, but as an act of service. To remember why you're doing what you're doing. That's not for everybody, but thicket of thorns, uncertainty. So as things like this is a blessing, this uncertainty is a blessing because it's going to teach us how to flow. It's going to teach us to have faith. It's going to teach us courage. It's going to teach us to trust the individuals, the new friends that we make along the path. Trust what's illuminated for us, even if it's just a few steps forward in a dark forest. Huge blessing. It's going to help us to trust our intuition like a motherfucker. The 7 here. Beautiful. You're like, I don't think it's beautiful. And then on the bottom of the deck, power. 11, another highly intuitive number. Intuition, 11. Spiritual leader, psychic gifts, wisdom, knowledge. Like, you're coming into a strong sense of power. I feel like you guys, I feel like you're like kind of deep in your shit, but on the other side of this, I feel like your mind is going to be blown. Yeah, I really feel like your mind is going to be blown. Definitely picking up that energy. Okay, last little nugget for you guys, and then that's it. You guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm always honored when you guys do. Please feel free to like this video if it resonates for you. Please subscribe and follow us over. Follow us. I always say us. It's not us. It's just me. Follow me over on Instagram for daily readings. I'm going to start those back up again at the first of the year. Kind of taking a break through Christmas, but first of the year it's on. So for my pile of 4s, last little nugget. I can guide and lead others with. I can guide and lead others wisely and with love. Okay, so for some of you, there is definitely something about leadership here, and there's definitely something about doing so from a place of service and love and wisdom rather than ego. I have power. It is real. Woo! And it's full moon. Oh, I love that. I have power. It is real. I don't believe in power. I'm just a lowly dragon. No, bitches. Yeah. It's a very powerful pile. And especially if you've got lots of leadership stuff in here. Like, anybody that's got leadership, like, Spirit's taking us places. Okay, and actually, that's one thing I remember from the last reading that I tried to do 3 times, is there was leadership in that pile big time. So, trust that there's leadership in this pile too. Because there is. But, you know, if you're feeling powerless right now, 2022 is going to be a game changer for you. Woo, doggy. Okay, you guys, I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching, and huge hugs to you. Love and light. I will see you on my next video. Bye.